right? Rest of the guys for Navi occupying the space at ramp and outside. Big here, they're walking in to the most stacked of the two.
Yeah, we call this tapping because Navi are just getting those clicks off on the face of Big. k1to will respond with two of his own, though. Made this round a potential. They could even vent dive here. It's ballsy, but the chances of a Heaven player getting that immediate headshot is pretty low. You'd like to think. That being said, it's simple. He'll get shot in the face instead. Risky going for these fights, but trying to land a kill. Big taking their time. k1to still committing to this engagement. They are going to drop down the vent eventually, and they will get towards B. That's a free plant for Big and a chance. Ooh. Uh-oh.
All right, Flamey needing to land those. Simple's able to take down k1to. And Searson. So that one all kind of came together at the end. Did get a little dicey there for Navi, who do end up putting that first round on the board in this best of 3. ESL Pro League Season 11 for the group stages. Where you find yourself on whatever platform you're watching us on.
I thought this was a train station. I'm lost.
Wrong stop, buddy.
Well, I'm strapped in for the ride now. And boy, is this going to be hectic. Big, with a force buy in the second, they've got a lot of utility with these P250s. Centaur's on a Deeg, wouldn't want anything else. Smokes towards a yard. Big, throwing the second one on the fly to cross with it towards the secret. It's only a ruse, though. tabseN is going background red to flank towards Mini. Big want to hit the upper site right now. Electronic just peeling off this position. This could be perfectly timed. Shadow, he spots it. He gets a kill on A, but he's getting trapped. He's getting pinched from different positions. Luckily enough, Navi have the numbers on the site to deal with the force. And Big, with no flashbangs, leave Navi open to winning those fights 2-0. And that's going to have to be the eco from Big.
It's a little bit scary there. Electronic is looking warmed up. You can kind of tell just with how decisive he was at every decision, you know, able to isolate essentially 3 different areas of attack, one wrapping behind him in main, one outdoor, and one hut, into a series of one-on-ones to turn that round on its head. And he's not looking slow off the draw today as Electronic. That's a worrying sign for Big early, but obviously it's only been these pistols. This round is kind of the same here as they only have a few Deegs spread thinly to make a difference. Germans and Deagles, though, a thing that goes hand in hand in Counter-Strike. So k1to opening this round up with a kill onto Simple, no less. They're looking to do damage, and Searson there, not quite able to get away with anything onto Electronic. The rest of Big now should get mopped on up by Navi. It's only k1to left. 1 kill to his name already. Anything else he can get, they'll take, as it does just kind of set them up for the future. I don't think he's looking for a round win here, his old mate k1to.
Ooh, tucked, just waiting. k1to spots it, and he gets only a shot off. It's not going to be the head, and as a result, he is dead. Flamey cleans up that round, and Navi take a 3-0 lead. Standard stuff to the CT side of Nuke. It's kind of what we expected, but Big, it's their map pick. It's one they've had success on, and they've got a full buy. What are they going to do with it? It's time to show us what you got. Navi's still on bonus as well. What has Simple got at his feet? I think he has an AWP. Yeah, straight in. Bonus round for Navi. 2 SMGs in play and a FAMAS. Won't stop Simple from getting his primary.
Ooh, Searson. Oh, he sees Electronic there. First kill here from the AWP. Over on the Big side of things, and tabseN's actually extended this advantage even further now. Perfecto able to stay alive up on the rafters, but it doesn't matter because that Molotov has kept him pinned and allowed Big to get down through the vents over here towards the B bomb site. Simple is at ramp. Flamey's inside of the site, holding it down for the time being. This MP9 doing a lot of damage, buying time. He's actually doubled up, switching to the Deagle. The bomb can go down here for Big as both Navi players are towards the ramp, but that is a slam dunk. Perfecto maybe thinking about a career in basketball as he annihilates tabseN there inside of the bomb site. And now this becomes a very tricky round for Big. Simple's got himself another. It's Searson's AWP. We've been bigging it up. It's got to come in huge, and there's the kill onto Perfecto. Just Simple left to beat. It's Searson on Simple. Not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination, and Simple's getting close. He's closing the distance, and Searson is not ready for it. 2 kills there for the start of Navi, and they'll cement that 4-0 lead early on.
That they will. Just like we forecasted. Isn't that right, Harry? Oh, wait.
It's early days.
Early days turn into late nights. And in this notion, it's only starting to get darker for Big.
That is correct.
See, that nade kill is actually the thing that shapes that entire round, because suddenly it goes from a player in the bomb site with the bomb and a plant available, you know, for like a 2v2 post plant, to suddenly, you know, you have to get into a bomb site where both players are at ramp just holding it down. But I was just letting this round go by the wayside. I didn't think much of it. Xantares has somehow found himself a double with this Mac 10 and will get shut down by Simple at the very, very least. But this is still the man advantage for Big. This is a round where they could look to do something. Tabson's even wrapping into hell, trying to come in on this late lurk. This could be huge. Simple is alone at the B side of the map, but the bomb is not here. It's going back towards A, and that's because of Tabson's position. If he finds Perfecto, he can hold heaven and deny these rotations. The bomb can even get planted for him. Big. This is a round that they didn't have any business picking up, and with how it's looking, they almost definitely are.
Yeah, they probably got a save if you're Navi here. That's a rough situation to come back into. You don't want to give away an AWP to pistol players. But I will say one thing, Simple is looking fast today. Slick and quick on that AWP. He's been hitting some shots. 8-1 right now. Big finding their first round on the T side. Tabson playing with his food. Might want to give that up eventually. Not a whole lot to save, but may as well keep the Kev. That's going to be the first on this T side. You can never let your foot off the gas here in the Pro League.
Especially not on the T side of Nuke.
No.
And especially when Navi has shown up to play today. So, Electronic up to 6 frags for himself. Simple on 8. Certainly very instrumental in this early game lead that they have thus far. Then Xantares comes running through with the Mac 10. So, can't win them all, but in this notion, it'll be Navi that are at least winning when it comes to being fiscally responsible and having finance coming into this round. We're going to see them buy up again. AWP on Simple. 4 rifles beside him. There's 1 kill for Simple. Perhaps he wants a few more. Let's find out, Harry.
It's certainly looking like it. This is not a Simple that is to be trifled with. He just might give Big their just desserts here in this one. 9-1 on the scoreboard, and he's looking to get even more one-sided as they head towards outside. Electronic will get bested down in secret. Nice shot there from Tabson, and that's alleviated a lot of pressure towards outside. This pincer of Simple and Electronic is terrifying to run into, so they've dealt with that. Tabson's actually followed up. Nice. Simple, though, not missing a beat. 2nd kill in the round, and now he's going to switch it up, leaving heaven and starting to wrap down in towards the ramp room. Navi, they are setting up down towards this B bomb site. Now, Tizian's caught Boomich. I don't think they know that a player got into A in amongst all this chaos. Navi, they gambled. They had Boomich in hut. He thought the A bomb site was empty, but that is not the case. And now Big are going to get this bomb down. Once again, they've managed to get a man up into heaven. That's Tabson in this position again now. 2nd time, and both times it's netted Big around.
Yeah, I guess Simple thought his presence in heaven would be enough to send Big rotating down towards B. The unfortunate part is the player on the top of the hut spotted 2 players in main, died immediately, and I guess they just didn't realize or missed the timing for that sneak out on the A site. It was enough to win the round here for Big. Once again, as they creep into that top site, Simple keeping that KD nice and strong, saving his gun down on the B bomb site right now. And unfortunately, his presence is not enough to ward Big away. They will double up. Tabson having a great start to this game as well. 3 kills in this rifle round. Not stopping. Oh, Simple dropping the D. It's eco time for Navi. Time to take a breather. Let this AWP do the damage. Also, great realization from tabseN. The flash comes outside for Simple. He tries to set Electronic up. tabseN doesn't even see Electronic, but he knows because you're throwing that high flash, you're probably going to have a teammate peeking wide off of Secret. Electronic, he jiggles, he shows his head, and tabseN takes it off.
Yeah, and Electronic's got this habit of showing himself at Secret, trying to take a fight there, catching the opponents stuck at red. Well, that time, certainly took the wind out of his sails. As it stands, outside's going to be the initial point of contact, it looks like. The first few bullets getting thrown around, and Flamey falls first. Boomich thereafter. Simple still with AWP in this round, 3v5.
Yeah, this whole setup towards outside looks like it's to set Simple up with this AWP, right? They've double stacked over here behind the blue box. And I think they were hoping that, you know, these pistol players could draw the attention of the outside push away and just give Simple a kind of like shooting gallery on these players that are crossing down towards Secret. But Big, on the back of getting these kills, they've moved away from outside. They've completely up and abandoned it. And a lot of that is because Keto was able to get down towards that lower bomb site earlier on. They don't really need this Secret control anymore because he's gone and got it himself. Keto's cleared this side of the map. The rest of Big are free to make moves elsewhere. Ooh, are they going to go towards A? That's where Simple is on this AWP. That is the one gun that Navi have in this round, on the one man that you do not want to have it.
I just took a quick peek at the meme review status, and I must say that some of you absolutely sicken me.
There's some good ones.
Yeah, there actually are.
There's some real garbage as well. Some of you should be ashamed of yourself.
It's a nice mixture.
It's my favorite combination.
Well, now, when Harry said that you're all dirty memers, that's not exactly the, you know, kind of like the notion or your inspiration to go through and make some of these things. But you know what? Whatever, man.
Some rancid stuff the internet. Worth noting, Big, man. They were going out on A. Like you said, Harry Simple was there with the AWP. They just snuck everyone down vent. They just hit that lower side to join Keto. And Navi get completely avoided when they were set up perfectly for what looked like an upper hit. Big. Really great rotations right now, reading the game very well. And 5 players alive near the end of the round. It's not quite come to a close yet, though. Let's see if there's going to be any damage, any lost economy here for Big. But even if there is, it doesn't matter too much. It's a third round, and they've got numbers alive. Searson's getting chased. Simple, not even going to repeat. Doesn't want to lose his AWP. He's been holding onto it all game long. 10-1 still as he waits another round in the squeaky door. And Big nipping at their heels, getting close, but not quite there yet.
And that's the thing, you know, I know it was a 5v3, only up against the pistols and that one AWP on Simple, but there's a world in which Big do just have to make the decision to go running into A as that clock's ticking down. But instead, they pace themselves and they show a lot of restraint. I feel like maybe, you know, Gobby's watching from home and he's nodding a nice, like, sign of approval right now to tabseN and the boys. Another round, though, a new day. Navi, they've gone in with the buy once again. Perfecto, picking up the big chug, and there it is, but no kills come in from it. Boomich still in the back of the site with this MP9, now emerges, drops the bomb, and Keto's low, a double kill for Boomich. Finally dealt with by Xantares, but the kills are coming in thick and fast. Electronic, oh, it's a bit awkward. He's darting around, and he finally gets put in the grave, but this has been so back and forth, and in amongst the chaos, Searson, last man left, offers himself up to Simple. Navi take a 5th round. And that attempted fast play into the A bomb site from Big. They were trying to capitalize on the fact that Navi didn't have a lot of money banked up. They wanted to get in here when they know they don't have the Molotovs, the grenades to stop this fast play. Navi just do it with the firepower. And Simple as well over in main throws a bit of a spanner in the works, having a full belt of utility to offer up and delay that squeaky push even longer.
Smokes towards the yard here for Big, a fast approach again. I say fast, it's just tabseN sneaking his way across. Those second smokes haven't landed yet. Simple is waiting for them. Oh, tabseN, he goes ahead of them. That's ballsy. Simple might have just spotted him getting down towards B, so the Molotov from Electronic will hold him back for the time being. Simple falls back a little further, taking a longer angle, safer with the AWP. But Big, they aren't looking for that lower sight again. It's all a masquerade. It's all a ruse as they try and get themselves deep towards a yard. The missed shot from Simple. Searson given a second opportunity at life. And Simple's getting trapped here. He can run all the way back towards the spawn and buy time, but he's looking to take fights. He doesn't know how close Quito is, though, just round that corner.
Yeah, and that could prove to be very fatal. Simple holding one of the tightest possible angles that you can find. And so far, no one's going to be crossing that plane, I do say. Searson with the AWP towards Secret. And there's a little bit of backup. Flamey over there just on the side of Simple. But Secret control has started to become a big problem. Navi, Electronic even, having to back off just a little bit. Known for fighting early in Secret up at the very top of the stairs. He's been pushed all the way back towards the site. Now what are Big doing right here? What's the big idea?
It's got to be B, right? 20 seconds. They've got to get this part here and now, but 2 players inside of the site to deal with them. Simple's finding kills on top site as well. They're going to bail. They're going to dive back up into this top play. Big taking the bomb through Mini. Boomich could stop this entire round, and he's found them too. Lots of damage. 2 HP for Xantares, but he's got enough time. It's got to be Flamey clutching it out on his own.
Yeah, they're both low. There's definitely a chance for Flamey. They're waiting, though. They're waiting to double peek this. And Tizian doesn't even need assistance. Shuts down Flamey on the initial peak. Big are going to save the day there as they just narrowly lock in that 4th round. And with it, they've brought the economy of Navi to its knees. This is a chance now, a very, very good chance for Big to tie this match up nice and early.
On the up and up. A new book by Harry Russell. Yes, we are starting to have a game on our hands. Big have arrived, and Simple and company are holding on to what they've got. In this round, they don't have a whole lot to work with. 3 Deagles. Got a P250 in there. Really, all things considered, this was not going to go well right from the break, I do fear. And it hasn't. 3 members alive for Navi here. Make it just 1. One lonely man. Simple. Formalities almost at this point, Hugo.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to do the mind games. Throw a random smoke, go somewhere else completely different. Ha ha ha. Psych. But Big aren't biting. They are waiting inside of the site right now. Wrap on Silo and Yard to make sure Simple hasn't wrapped back this way. They can isolate him. They can get close, but he wants to keep that KD nice and strong. 13 and 2, and he's going to tap Tizian while on 2 points of health. There is a trade for Big at the very least, but 5-5 right now. This is a storming T side from the Germans, and Navi's money, it's there, but they've got nothing in the reserves. This is 1 buy. If Big win this, they can go 7-5 up very easily. Certainly is a Simple show today, though, and that's kind of what I wanted. We had him, you know, 20-plus kills on both the maps. Yes, a couple of days ago when we had Navi last play, but it didn't feel like, you know, the same old Simple. And this does.
Ooh, there's a gap in that, and this is playing with fire, but somehow Searson, with the extinguisher, shuts it down. And outside now belongs to Big. Boomich back in, bomb dropped. Tabson gets that trade, and now Xantares leaping into main on the back of it. He was trying to help his teammates out of danger. He's cleared this bit of the map, so Big are just going to pump the brakes. They just wait. They've done this time and time again when they've taken these man advantages. They try and make Navi sweat, and well, right now, Navi are pouring.
Wet the whistle. I don't know.
Say again, Hugo. Please, dude.
Wet the whistle, you know?
Okay. Well, interesting.
Better than just wet, which I thought was going to be your original statement on the, on the topic.
That's not how I wanted to start that. I had something else, but...
you took it there. Let's just let the record show. The VOD will certainly show.
Soaking.
I can wet your whistle. Flamey.
Full on Ross Geller with the moist maker. And now Flamey just looking to hold on to this M4. He'd love to get away with it. And he just might. Big are not looking this way just yet. You can take a look at this. Simple, still leading the charge. He was really playing for KD for a while. He was 10 and 1.
Really was, yeah.
But now brought down to the mortal realm. Still leading the way in a huge fashion is Simple. Electronic narrowly behind. That's kind of shaping up exactly as you would expect. But this is Big in the lead. And once again, they're in that same spot where the money's run out for Navi. If they deal with Flamey, if they get him, which it looks like they're going to, like how on earth does Flamey survive this? Then, ooh, he is going to get away.
Oh, they can wallbang that. They can wallbang that on the corner.
Not with those fast feet. You ain't wallbanging my mans. He's skating around that.
Skirt, skirt. Talking of, yeah, well, I'm not even going to try and make that noise. Searson, great round from him. He's going to get 2 kills in the yard, killing Simple, getting a second through the smoke. Keto, he goes back in for another fight towards main, drops a bomb, almost gives Navi a way back in, but luckily, as you said, Harry, Xantares dropping off a main to save the day, and there was support from the yard players as well. More smokes for Big. And more pistols for Navi, with the exception of that saved M4. Down the vent they go. Oh dear. Is Boomich going to try and chase? Keto's holding for it. He is waiting. But Boomich won't give it to him. The rest are Big sneaking outside. Electronic waiting by these smokes. They will begin to fade. Flamey can start to fire off some warning shots, keep these players close, but Searson's going to hit the shot, and Electronic has to let them pass. No choice but to do that. That's a bomb last place. He could drop it, and he has, but the trade is there, and the deagle from Perfecto finds nothing. Feels like that's the first time I've said his name, as we are 12 rounds in.
Yeah, there's a real chance there for Electronic to get more than one. Unfortunately, that is not the world that we found ourselves in. Now a little bit of a pause here for Big. They're going to stop right there inside of the top of Secret. Uh-oh. And one latecomer to the Secret. It's going to be Tabson, posted up at the red box. Boomich has an angle on him. Also has a shot on him. Takes him out. Sort of evening the numbers here. 2v3. Not quite split down the middle, is it, Harry?
Oh dear, Simple tries to play the trigger discipline now. He's got that bomb tagged up. Ooh, 27 points of health. Keto comes in, but they've got to get past Boomich, and they just about do. Saved by the bell. Big, narrowly getting that 7th round on the board. Considering that's only pistols for Navi, that is stellar that they get it so damn close. However, that economic impact isn't really going to get felt by Big. You know, we're approaching the end of this first half, so the amount of damage you can look to do on the Navi side is pretty minimal. Especially when a lot of these rounds for Big have been pretty clean. You know, like Navi have kind of had to save a lot of the time, haven't really been going for this economic damage. So I don't know if that's going to have any resounding effects across the rest of the series, unless Navi can get this round here and now, and then maybe they can start to put the hurt on Big. Starting to feel like Navi want to actually win this half out, like it looked like they were going to early on. That it's going to be a bit of a grind. They're going to be up against these full buys every single time. Something as well that's very, very cool. Big have been doing a great job of nullifying this hold of Simple and Electronic towards outside. Electronic is normally such a great secret player, and he's just had to completely stop playing that side of the map, you know, and that's normally one of your go-to solutions to this outside presence. Big, a lot of the time, haven't even really had to actually go down Secret and commit to the push, right? They just win these initial fights, take Secret control, and then pause, because you've denied so much info the way of Navi. You're kind of happy for them to take these blind rotations.
I love the variety of smokes Big use as well. They do such a good job of not telling Navi what they're doing with these smokes. So they're faking B and then coming back up to hit main, coming up vent late. It's just really catching Navi off guard. Boomich, though, catches Xantares off guard, sneaking through the smoke and getting a kill towards main. You won't know Tabson's here, though, and this is going to be a big surprise. Big coming in from the back line. Tizian gets an entry before Simple trades, and Simple, with a strong KD, again, has to keep things clean on this A site. But it's not going to be A. Again, Big, duck, weave, dive, and disappear down below for the bomb plant.
Okay, good maneuvering there for the side of Big. Electing to not force the issue in upper. They go and drop lower. Get the bomb planted. Now it looks like Simple and Flamey. Probably, yeah, they're just going to go ahead and back out of this one. They're going to save the 2 weapons that they have. So an 8th on the board for Berlin International Gaming. Just down the road. You guys want to walk there later? Or?
I'm all for the scenic route, Trace. You know me.
Yeah. Speaking of scenes, Big really taking this half away.
Yeah, it's a fantastic T-side. I wonder if Navi are going to be able to replicate it when they move over. Or I guess the bigger question is, how's Big's hold? Because right now, this is just a case of outplay from Big. They have been doing such a good job of dodging Navi and specifically dodging Simple. We joke about him, playing for KD, but he is just saving because he's got an AWP in these like 2-on-5s or 1-on-4s. Like, it's just not realistic. You can't expect him to win these rounds. So he may as well hold on to the AWP so he has it for a future. But Big, they find out where he is and they completely avoid him every single time. And that's great. That's great to see. Easier said than done, but that's the verticality of Nuke, I guess. Rush prefers flat maps. Any thoughts on the verticality here, Rush?
I love a vertical map. Not to observe, it's pretty tough, honestly, not gonna lie, but I'd rather play Vertigo and Nuke all day and never play Dust 2 ever again.
I like that opinion. How are you dealing with Big, doing all these quick vent drops, switching things up and
vent drops is pretty tough, honestly, but it's well played from them. They're doing what EG used to do, I feel like. They used to, like, linger around. What is this?
Ooh.
Let's follow it. Rush, we got to follow these smokes.
Yeah.
Where's that coming?
Okay.
Different versions of outside, and then they're
That's
gonna...
got to be a fake, though. He's throwing it from outside lobby.
Yeah.
No one's crossing behind it. It's a ramp play. There's only one man here.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I've set him up.
There we go. Over the shoulder shot.
The man, the myth, the legend. Can't avoid him.
Ooh, Simple misses the shot the first time around, but he's given another chance here. And Simple, speed of lightning, but not the same personality traits. He will strike twice. And now, Big back towards this A-bomb site. Setting up, trying to go on in. Simple. Ooh, he's hungry.
Sneaky.
Simple is foaming at the mouth. Excited, tempted by these frags that lie in wait. He's going to be able to come in very fast on this flank, and Simple has arrived. Tabson now alone, and even as he gets the first, that's Simple again, the hat trick, and a 6th round for Navi. 3 kills for the man in question, and that's what they needed to get that 6th round on the board.
He starts with the AWP, switches to the AK, runs to the lobby. What an absolute, I think, here, I'll just say it so that you guys understand. Mad lad. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the correct use of that.
Absolute
bonkers.
mad lad. Last round of the half. Big would really like to have a 9th one, but of course, as we do take a look here in this U.S. Air Force tactical timeout, Navi are certainly talking this one over. Having 7 is better than 6, Hugo.
Hey, that's just maths, Trace.
Quick maths.
Numbers speak for themselves, and Simple. He holds the 2nd highest rating on Nuke, 1.21 across 50 maps at big events of all time. That's a stat and a half right there. Second best at Nuke. I wonder who the first is. Any guesses?
I'm trying to think as to like who it could be, because it's Simple's. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's got to be someone from like Astralis, right?
Nix or someone. Maybe David can let us know, because he sparked my interest, and Big certainly have on this T side again, going towards these yard smokes, crossing behind.
We've wiped the amount of big players out from 5 to 1, and it's only Tabson left. There's so many bodies here, Tabson. Even with the Krieg, even with this meaty weapon, he's got no chance. Simple in with 3 again. That's 6 kills in the last 2 rounds for Simple to give Navi 7 to their name. This is as close as it gets between Big and Navi. Join us after a quick halftime break, or we'll be back with the conclusion of Nuke. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? 22-5 on Simple is stellar, and it's definitely scary if you're big. But I think, you know, that performance from Simple is nuts. And so the fact that Big have still managed to get an 8-7 half, winning it outright, considering that they were down, what, 5-0 at one point in time, this is a very good turnaround for Big, and one that I think they're going to be happy with heading into this second half.
Yeah, without a doubt, they did a great job of avoiding him. I love the mid-round calls from Tabson and the crew. And yeah, Big do a really good job of putting up 8 rounds. You don't see it every day on the T side of Nuke. Navi, well, we've got to see it twice today. If they want to try and compete, try and bounce back after that first half. We got Tabson and Searson ecoing the pistol. We'll get to that later, though, because Tabson's letting them pass. Missed shot, though. They might not know where it's coming from, and he gets the kill regardless. Him and Keto finding frags here for Big. Ramp play for Navi. It's left open thanks to this heavy outside control. Simple comes up from the secret and loses his face immediately after the bomb's being covered. And no armor for Boomich is an aim punch situation. It's 3 for Keto, 2 for Tabson, and 9 for Big. They have started things off on the right foot. And considering they already had 8 rounds in the first half, this is going to be a very difficult game for Navi.
Yeah, and something else that you got to consider as well is both with Searson and Tabson both taking an eco in that pistol. I know Tabson's invested in the FAMAS here, but I wonder if that's hinting towards this double AWP between the two of them. We know that Tabson likes to don that gun as well, right? Think back to when Smooya was in this squad, and there was that time where we would see that Tabson would be AWPing over him. So that's definitely something that they still have up their sleeve that we haven't even had to see yet.
Ooh, footsteps being heard. Electronic trying to pounce, but slinked off into main has Searson.
That's huge. He actually completely bypasses Tizian, who we can hear running around outside. Tabson was holding it. Searson, luckily enough, is gun out, ready for someone to have gotten deep. That's in spite of Tabson believing that he's had outside control this whole time. So Big, they helped themselves out massively by just dealing with that man in the back line. If Electronic was allowed to run rampant and go unchecked, then this round could have definitely got out of hand. I almost wonder if maybe that's why we saw Perfecto and co waiting back towards T-Spawn. Maybe they were waiting to do, you know, the glass break little trick that you can do on this map.
Not going to be the case, though. Only Glocks and a couple of P250s here for Navi, so it's made quick work of by Big. Yeah, the investments don't really change too heavily from ecoing that pistol for Tabson and Searson, but maybe if you lose the round, it's a very different case. And of course, Searson, he wants to save money generally for that AWP, as he talked about. So 10 rounds to Big, double digits. And Navi coming back in with guns galore, AKs and Kriegs. Simple yet to afford that AWP. But we're early days here into the second half. And again, Searson, he's got his nice and early. So if Navi win this round, they might be able to retrieve that off of his body. Easier said than done, though. They've got to win it first, and it's going to be a fast round. We got that hell smoke to allow Navi to cross towards outside.
Yeah, and they're all behind that now, slipping in to Secret. You can already see Searson there, number 9 on the minimap, posted up down towards the Secret stairs. He's not going to get used anytime soon, though. Those 2 players that got outside control tried to switch it up, and they go to their deaths. Luckily enough, Simple is here, doing as Simple often does, which is tapping away at the enemy, bringing it down into a 3-on-4. Still leaving Navi in a doable situation. That bomb is back towards outside. Flamey's going to go grab that now and look to rejoin with Simple.
Having that AWP down lower is so much more effective than having a rifle as well. You know, Secret's such a great position for taking a shot, backing off around a corner, taking a shot, and just continuing to fall back into your lines. Santaros doesn't fall back, he only holds W, and it might be to his demise. He gets a kill and a half. Flamey trades, and now Keita can pounce rather on the back line. He does get one. Again, the trades for Navi, but it is in a 1-on-2. However, if there was any man for the job, Simple not going to be up for it. Searson catches him on the cross through mini, and that's Big with 11 rounds. No AWP for Navi. They don't even get the rifle round under their wing. Big are flawless so far on the CT side.
Things are looking all right for the Big Clan. Meanwhile, you look over there for Navi on 7 rounds currently. Would probably be a good round to get things started. Now, probably not this one, though. It'll be the next one that they grab, but Pistols still do have a viable fight here. Looks like they want to just go fast through lobby. It looks like maybe a vent bomb. We're going to find out. Run right out of squeaky door.
Yeah, the reason Big weren't ready for that is because Navi didn't blow the door up. They just open it. You usually hear that grenade land and you're going to be ready for the door push, but no, just contact play through A. Navi get a kill, and it's ultimately meaningless. Big just slaughter them. Keto having a fantastic CT side. He was very quiet in the first half. Well, not very quiet, but not exceeding expectations in the first half. But this side, he's already racked up multi-kills in 3 rounds so far. So, yeah, really pulling it in big for Big. And it's 12-7 right now. Only a couple more rifle rounds left for Navi if they really want to fight in this map.
So there's 31 kills on everyone on Navi apart from Simple. He's on 25. So he's almost out fragging the rest of his team combined, which maybe has some alarm bells going here for Navi fans.
We've been here before.
We have. This is luckily enough not uncharted waters for Navi stands around the world. Searson down here towards Secret. I love how they're using him, man. He is going to start to creep up. No one's been really looking towards outside. Instead, you've got Tabson. He hasn't heard anything. There's been no smokes. There's been no sort of telegraph that this push is coming in. And now these smokes go down. That's the garage and mini smokes. They're going to fall across in like a nice diagonal pattern, give you a wall to work behind. This is nice because you can use them in 2 ways. You can either get close to main and try and go through that smoke to surprise a main player, and you can get secret control if you can get past Searson. And that's a big if. Electronic doesn't manage it. So the rest of Navi, they leave outside. They figured out where this AWP is now at the very, very least. But they've lost quite a man in the process.
That they have. Electrifying man at that. Big nade, just shy of where it should land to at least grab a lot of damage there. Navi are still going to push it here towards ramp room. No one's there to fight him just yet. Zanteres was there. Now he's backed off. He's given up the ramp room, which is completely okay. Pretty standard play. You don't always need to fight to the death in ramp room. Doesn't always help.
Ooh, yeah, Keto in this molly position. He's going to get mollied out, and Flash is there. He is fighting to the death. Burnt to a crisp. 7 seconds. Perfecto arriving from heaven, but he makes a little too much noise. And that round there, Navi, they go a little too slowly. And this gets me worried because you think back to that North game, the one critique we were having is this Navi squad, that confidence, that kind of pace that they can have was gone. And it felt like the old kind of rigorous, slow Navi style of play. I don't mind about it, but it's worrying because that was around there where they ran out of time. Like that was the real enemy. And these can't be happening because that's showing some indecisiveness within Navi, perhaps, as they're trying to figure out exactly what Big are doing. Well, they're running out of time to figure out what Big are doing.
To be fair, the game plan that round was disruptive from Navi, right? They wanted to go for that B split with Electronic coming in through Secret and a ramp play. They lose Electronic to the AWP Searson down lower, and then, the ramp play works in forcing Zantares down B, but they don't get a kill, and the time's low, and they don't want to risk walking into B, which they have no information about. There could be 3 players down there, and they know the AWP was there earlier. So they try and back up, they try and hit that top site quickly. And Keto, a little detail there. I love how long he waits in the Molotov. He doesn't just wide strafe the second the molly hits him, as many players do. You're often going to die there. The fact that he waits 2 seconds does 2 things. Not only one, buys more time. There were 15, 20 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds makes all the difference. But also, him swinging out late guarantees him at least 1 kill because they're not ready for it.
It's important to note, a teammate threw a flashbang as well. So those extra few seconds allowed that flash to pop. It had a bunch of positives. So just adding on to your little list there, right?
Just seeing smart plays out of this.
And that's what I'm liking from this entire Big squad. There's a lot of cohesion here within the team.
Looking good. Sitting on 13, it's Big, who are certainly in the driver's seat thus far, but we do have some weapons for Navi to play with, so that may be leveling the playing field. Not the strongest of buys.
Perfecto just stopped in the gap. You could see his toes, that's it. And he just stopped at the perfect point for Searson. Oof. Yikes. The whole shebang.
They've gotten to the stopping point in Secret, and they know once they cross this plane, they're going to run into someone, probably a Krieg. Imagine that. Tabson's there with it. Can he grab more, though? That'll be the real question. He's doing plenty right now. A lot of information coming from him. Feed him, running right out of bullets on a 1 HP. He is able to take down 3 members of Navi right there and lower.
That's despicable. Even the bait as well. He opens the doors like he's running away and then just re-peeks, gets some damage off. It is just Flamey though. Try and smoke his plant, but this player's coming from all angles. Big have two up in heaven as well. Flamey, what can he even do about this one? Tapping it, going for the fight. They line up and they are low, but so is he. The trade will be coming in and Big will be locking in 14 rounds. Navi yet to get around on the T side of Nuke. Make of that what you will.
Big are not to be messed with. Look at how much of a hint he got. He sees just the leg, and that is enough for Searson. They've gone for the buy, and this is where those kills from Flamey on that UMP actually have some helpful consequences in this round. He's dropped an AK into play. Simple's got that. But that's all they've got really to work with in this round. They're setting up this flash to go in through the skylights. Looking like they want to try and attempt a fast A play, but Big have been very, very on top of this. They've been good at shutting it down. And in this round here and now, there are a lot of bodies over towards this A bomb site.
That there are. Very slow round here. It looks like Electronics waiting for the go word. Still hasn't gotten it. He's pump faking, basically.
If we look at ramp, Big have two Hell players here. They're not playing inside of ramp. What that does allow is very fast rotations up heaven if Navi do hit this top site. That's slightly changed now with the player going down lower, but he is committing towards B. That's Antares. Still, Searson can get up in towards heaven in under 5 seconds if Navi show presence on A, and that is the game plan. Flash out, Tizian dodges it. Not the second one, though. He's fully white as they hit the site.
Oh, but a spray back, and now still alive. Keto, an unknown factor. Simple does deal with him. There's still 3 players to find, and they are everywhere. Zantares quick on that flank through the ramp room into lobby like a speed demon. 15-7. Map point now for Big on their map pick of Nuke. And this is in spite of Simple delivering 27 kills for Navi.
And in the same way that Big's mid-round decision-making on the T side was incredible, knowing when to drop lower and when to go up the vent, when to just play with the rotations of Navi. They're doing such a good job on the CT side as well. The flanks, the reactive pushes to where Navi are hitting. It doesn't help that Navi have had no lurkers. Nuke is a map where you can certainly try and abuse that, especially with an outside player, but that has been shut down by Searson in the past. So Navi, they've really run out of options at this point, and they are just looking for anything. Yet to field around in this second half. Keto is going to take first blood again, down to 2 HP, but hey, 5-on-4, perfect situation for Big. Searson again watching this cross, and these smokes have faded. There's only one left for Navi. That ain't enough to cross Electronic. He's on his own. Good decision.
Yeah, we'll see the boost there by Keto, putting him up into the ramp room on 2 HP. Good idea. He's good for 1 at least, at the very minimum. You see taps and drop the smoke into secret, which really has kind of put just another roadblock there on Navi on their path to the lower.
I absolutely love how much restraint Big are showing with this utility usage. Searson's so good at holding down this angle towards outside. Electronic, look at him over on that mini-map. He's managed to sneak down here in towards Secret, but Tapson knows about this and is trying to hold it down. Zantares, in the meantime, is here at the ramp room, drawing the attention in, and it was meant to be the bait and switch. The switch isn't even needed. The bait just kills both. And this is Electronic now alone
GG.
to try and defend this, try and keep the game going on. There's 10 seconds, man. Unless he starts zooming around the map, this ain't happening. Electronic is no zoomer. He goes in, and Tabson locks in the victory for Big. 16-7, a hefty one for the Big clan as they get this one locked in. They go 1-0 up in this series. Navi, now they're going to find themselves on the back foot. Dust 2 coming up next. That will be the second map, the pick of Navi. Can they take us the distance, or are Big coming in with a bit of a surprise? Find out after a break.
Just an immediate
silence.
Drop. Well, there you have it. We're still in the game, though. This pistol round is certainly underway. Looks like a bit of a mid-play here from the side of Big. They want to get out in front of this, and it's going to be simple that they're trying to get out in front of, but we know how dangerous that can be. We know how scary it can be, and right here, it is the Undertaker silencing that a Big Clan in middle. 3 big kills to his name. This pistol has gone well for the side of Navi so far.
Yeah, for the side is Simple, and he's looking to get it even better. His gun's not even recoiling. Look at this. It looks wild. It looks kind of cool, and Simple's trying to put it to good use. Oh, a 4th kill. He's on for the ace, and Simple's not got it yet. Not got it yet. And it's stolen away from him by Perfecto, but it's still a great round for Navi and for Simple nonetheless. He does, what, like 499 damage there in that pistol round, it feels like.
Yeah, and the bomb plant too. Let's think about that for the side of Big. Hugo, what does that mean for us going forward?
Money, 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 Trace, and that is what makes the world go round, especially these buy rounds. Big, you know, they could force if they wanted to. I'd love a D ground here, and AK's in number 3 with, you know, all the trimmings, all the utility, and that's apparently what Big want too. So a couple of old Deagles.
All the fixins. At least that's what they say where I'm from.
What do you like on your burger, Trace?
Mayonnaise, cheese. Onions. That might be about it.
The bun?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's part of the
what's
burger.
A burger without a bun?
You're on
Come
about the
man.
patty.
I mean, that's assumed, I think.
Well, you know what they say about assumptions, Hugo. Make an ass out of you, not me. So
That's not what they say, Trace, but...
oh, man, whatever, dude. Anyway.
I'll let you take it.
Let's go back into it, Hugo. What do you see happening in this round? How do you forecast this playing out?
Double cat setup. If Big make their way up towards that A site, they're in for a tricky time. We might even see Electronic get flashed aggressively around this corner if he wants. Actually, he's been left alone. Simple rejoining long. And finally up cat for Big. But smoked off for the time being. Double B setup as well. Navi tucked in tight. Perfecto is hiding in the corner. But Big, they aren't interested in that side of the map. They are coming A side, and Flamey would be wise to rotate sooner rather than later. Electronic gets caught, and the Deeg takes him down. Simple has got to do it all. Once again, back to the silencer, not the pistol. He's got the ammo, he's got the range, and he's got the kills.
Yeah, Boomich has dropped the bomb over at long, so even if they were able to deal with Simple, their problems are just beginning. This round has been solidified by Navi. And Simple's going to make it so. Already getting off to a 7-0 start. 351 ADR as they find that conversion.
Reasonable. That's how I start off all my games, Harry. And then I wake up, because that's not reality.
Nah, but you do really well in the first 2 rounds. You grab the screenshot of the 350 ADR, and then you just bomb for the rest of the game.
And that's it. You know, it's Alt-Tab, and then that's all she wrote.
Hopefully not. Hopefully Simple's not looking to do that, though. We need him to be an ever-prominent figure in the server now more than ever for Navi. Tizian's been throwing up in this boost here at long, and he might just get left here for the majority of this round to hold on, see if Navi go aggressive. Boomich is here with the MP9. It wouldn't surprise me if they get their wish.
This is about to get real weird. I can feel it.
This is a cool little bait and switch idea. Well, it didn't work. Boomich is on 1 point of health. He actually kills himself with that nade.
Oh, man.
Deary me. Oof. Put in the boom, back in Boomich as he goes down towards those long doors. It's a 4-on-4, but good nade damage onto Zantares. Leaves Navi not sweating just yet.
There's still time. Searson, he looks to lay the pain down on this ace site. Got the AWP. SMG for Electronic. There's no reason he should be peeking long except for information. Not looking to take one of those gunfights. Simple could flank Cat here. He's hearing the players up short. He's going to safe rotate through CT. Maybe Flamey will be the one to aggro mid flank. Oh, God. Tabson setting up some real sweaty smokes here. Does he even know what he's throwing? Who knows? But he'll get it out eventually. The long take coming through for Big. We've got this Cat split as well. 2-2 as they try and set towards A. Flamey, that's a nice Molotov. No one Cat flanking either means that we have heavy control towards the CT spawn. Those smokes going to cut those players off though, and Searson's dropped the MP9 on the site. Boost up. Could be perfect, especially for an open bomb plant. Simple. Can he get up? Yes, he can. He's dropped the bomb. 15 seconds. Perfecto gets a frag on the Cat flank as well, and this can fall apart. He just needs to stay alive. Gets a little bit more damage onto Keto. Forces the fight and gets the kill, but the bomb has been picked up and will go down.
Yeah, just barely. Searson getting the bomb down. Perfecto there towards Bricks on Catwalk. full HP to about just over half there for Searson with the AWP in his hands. But Searson's not entirely aware of where this attack's going to come from. Slowly but surely, Perfecto working his way up towards elbow, gets the spot, but can't seem to do it fast enough. Quicker on the draw, Searson. That's going to be the first round there for Big Clan.
He is so quick, though. That's the crazy thing. Like, such an unknown AWP player when it comes to, you know, outside of the German scene, I would say. And, like, he's just, every event, he's just proven his worth. Under Sprout, under Big, under whatever team he's played for. He's always been an outlier. And it's nice to see him on the best German team here, able to show what he can do. Big 3K for him in that previous round. Just misses the cross shot. Perfecto will be able to get himself towards B safely. He was getting hit on that cross when it came to the North game. Even killed at times through the smoke. So lucky that he stays alive for now. Navi have boosted players up on Catwalk, and they have Simple getting aggressive, forcing fights and taking down Keto to start. Flashing Electronic back into the angle. Blinds both. Tabs are going to come in anyway, and Electronic will get him with the first bullet. Absolutely decked as Navi fall back in a 5-on-3.
Yeah, a lot of patience here from Big as they show restraint over towards the Catwalk. Searson waiting for his mate to join him. That's Tizian coming in on the back line. Zatares now rotating around as well. They've got Catwalk, but they've got nothing else. And this is very much by design. Navi prepared for whatever might come their way. Smoke goes down to allow Zatares a bit of a foothold here in middle. Searson hot up in the boost, and now shot rains in from Electronic. That's got their attention. Simple is still on Goose as an unknown entity, now making his presence aware to the big side. Simple, 11-1, 3 kills again in this round here, and now Navi, once again, falling on him to carry the bulk of this burden, but he's doing a great job. Similar to his 10-1 start back on Nuke, he's now outdone it here with an 11-1 scoreline on Dust 2.
Dusty 2. Yeah, 11-1. That is something. Doesn't look to be slowing down either. I think really slowed down here is the pistols on the side of Big. You're gonna have to get real creative, get real crafty to take this one forward. Late presence in mid. Now they're gonna have that option to run up Catwalk. They're gonna run into Electronic, who has the AK, or they can try to jump out middle, where Flamey is playing for B doors will be the first spot. Smoke coming in off Catwalk from Boomich, and they're gonna hold fast.
No util to get past this angle is going to make things very uncomfortable for Big. Look at how many players at Navi are alongside. We've got 3. Boomich obviously still has to watch long. He doesn't know if there's a lurk, but once 5 players are spotted, he can come and assist. And even without him, there's Electronic and Simple, dynamic duo, oldest time itself, looking to make this happen. Nice shot from Simple. Pistol out, he does not care. He just wants the quick kills. Electronic hungry for eco frags, and he will take 3, make it 4 in the round, even saving the AWP. We'll shoot it to Boomich, keeping the AK, and keeping Navi in the lead, 4-1.
Certainly that.
See, for Big now, I would love to see, especially if they get like a spawn for it at all, something over towards this B bomb site. A tactical pause has now been called on in.
Great spawn.
Simple is really the man who's been stepping up, as we've echoed 100 times now. And he's situated over towards A. He's been doing a great job of locking this down. And Big have been a little bit predictable for these first few rounds with these cat plays now. Navi are very aware that this is where they're prioritizing.
All right, okay. Well, a little bit of satire for you all. Simple recently saw a chiropractor guarding his back soreness. Punchline is that the chiropractor said he's been carrying for too long, Hugo.
God damn.
And if it's a matter of carrying, carried him to a loss in the last map, so.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even get the result. That is a shame. Where's Zeus when you need him? But but no. Better start for Navi on this map. Actually, I say better start. They went 5-0 on Nuke, and they still got 7 rounds in the map, so yeah, not a better start, but still a good start, and one that Navi can be happy with for the time being, but they can never afford to let their foot off the gas. Perfecto, he now has as many kills right now as he got in the entire game of Nuke.
Ouch.
23-round game, by the way. But that's good news. Means he's at least come back a little bit into his own this game so far. Big, I'm surprised they didn't full buy with this one. They've gone for a half buy to allow for the AWP to come through soon. Searson has a Glock, but he's rocking that util, setting up towards a B site. Harry, you wanted to see some B action. Well, that's what you're going to get from Big. Do they have any cool flashbangs through the skylights? Xantares is lining up a smoke. I'd love to see what he's throwing. Oh, it's a little... Oh, okay. It's just through the tunnels. A little jump throw, I imagine. Nothing through the skylights. Still haven't seen any cool skylight smokes. Where you guys at? What's happening? There we go. There's something. That's a flash. We're waiting, Big. What do you got for us? That was a smoke, rather.
That was a... Wait, was that a
molly?
smoke? I thought it was a molly.
No, there was a molly
thrown.
thrown and a smoke through the skylights.
Hang on a second. They've gotten 2, and now this utility is going to be so valuable at cutting off these players looking to rotate in. Simple and Boomich, they might have only been up against pistols, but they're all the way over here on A. They're not even attempting this round. Boomich is going to remove 1, and Simple's got an inkling that there's a man nearby in CT. He's just missed the timing onto Tabson. Big are going to get this second round, surely. Like, Boomich is looking interested, and
Nice.
Simple shuts down Tabson. Boomich is trying to do a bit of a solo mission here. A lone Boomich stands in the tunnels, and he's sneaking in. Oh, 1 kill. But he's dealt with, and that danger is mitigated by Big. They got a bit worried. They were surprised even that Boomich is there. A second round now for the German squad as that B-bomb site yields some immediate results once they give it a go on these pistols.
On a half buy as well with Mac 10s and pistols, like you say, Harry. So even more profit, even more money for Big, who were going to have the AWP even if they lost that round. Yeah, no, Tizian did throw a smoke, and because I spent ages trying to find good smokes. I couldn't find anything, because even a door smoke through the skylights would always land like outside of the door, just a little bit too, gimpy to let someone sneak through it and go towards default. No, that one actually went over the wall and landed on the other side, which is perfect. So yeah, I think it was Tizian that threw it. Very nice smoke. I want to see more of that towards B. But not now, as Big set out for a default. We're going to have this boost in lower potentially, and Simple is so ready for it. He's just going to click the head.
Out.
Go home, Xantares. Not happening. Not now. Not ever.
Flash over long. Tizian's going to go ahead and abort mission there, back out completely. Rightfully so. They were about ready to stomp all over any aggression that Navi showed, or excuse me, Big showed there at long. Back to the waiting game. Just waiting for Navi to slip up and give them some room to run here. Big Clan with the bomb in middle. 2 players over here, top B tunnels.
Yeah, Navi are going to hear these mid smokes getting thrown on in just a moment. Well, actually, I imagine they would. They actually just pulled Xantares out, Tabson out from middle with that bomb to join the rest of the guys over here outside of B. They're going to leave Searson alone. He doesn't have a smoke, so his role in mid isn't to come in on any sort of flank. Instead, he's going to try and cut off these rotations. Boomich has got aggressive down through the long doors, though, and this could spell disaster for Searson, who's not even considering this as a possibility. He's hidden out, but his leg is out in the open. He should get mopped up. Indeed, he does. And now these B-bomb site defenders just have to hold the line. Tizian alone, a 1v4 required, and he's dealt with the first 2 players at the B-bomb site, but there's no time for that bomb plant to come in. Boomich's flank does a hell of a lot there for Navi to secure that 5th round.
In terms of the B, skylights, or the B, the skyboxes there that are, obviously been changed, and now it opens this whole possibility of executing on the site from a distance with set pieces. Just the players I've talked to, I think I spoke to a few people in Katowice about it. Not electing to use that is because, well, once you start throwing a fleur-de-lis of smokes over the top, there's just simply a bottleneck of you trying to run through B tunnels And the timing there is that the rotation already comes from the CTs. It's just too fast.
Yeah, I guess there is some warning, and that makes some sense. But you could time the smoke, like if you're throwing a door smoke, for example, you can time the door smoke with the first flashbang. So the second that smoke is thrown, you've already got a player hitting the entrance of the site with a flash. Assuming that is, of course, no one's holding back Plat, but by that point you should have cleared that angle out anyway. So yeah, I don't think that's really a good excuse, because even if you're not running a traditional execute, you're getting that smoke in early. That being said, you can throw it on the fly as well, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I still feel like there's some versatility that hasn't been, fully abused yet.
So are you saying you know better than the pros, Hugo? Don't lie.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just, hoping for more, Trace. I'm hoping for more.
Give me the sticky notes, Harry.
I don't want
I've had
to.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I don't want these excuses, really. From
Yeah,
the
I mean,
pros.
I love the idea of it, right? Like, it adds so much of a different look to any sort of take on the B side. I love that.
Big back towards the catwalk for 5 players, rather. Again, simple. Probably ready to whip out the USP at a moment's notice, give him the old click, click. He's ready for it. He knows they're coming. Deep long setup for Big, though. Simple is on his own. Last time he had Electronic to support him, get 4 kills with the Krieg. Not going to happen this time. Here they come. Yeah, simple, smart. Got to give it up. Let the site go the way of Big. Give them the plant and play for the retake. They don't have the weaponry to hold on for it anyway.
Yeah, this bomb's going to get planted. They're going to fall back on the catwalk. That's going to be their route of escape. And the avenue at which they're going to try to fight off any diffusers. Again, 10 players alive with the bomb planted. This should get real scrappy real soon.
Look at Tabson. He's running in through B right now. He's just run off catwalk through middle towards B, trying to flank CT. He's going to be too late on this one. They've already got the kills on the site. Tabson coming in with a Glock. Oh, he's spraying, but he can't spray. It's a single bullet weapon. Perfecto's got the jump spot. Nice kill from Searson. No head armor for Flamey, and he'll come to regret it. It's still a defuse. It's still a round win for Navi, but Big at least get the money, and that's all they really wanted.
6-2. Again, first map won by Big. Sends us into Dust 2, the pick of Navi.
Yeah, I think Searson on this AWP now gonna be the man who's gonna start opening these rounds up for Big. And I think one of the challenges he's going to face is that Navi just haven't really been fighting early on. They've been hunkering down in these bomb sites. This round, though, that changes. Electronic up on the catwalk, trying to take this early fight. And so finally, Searson is able to get an opening kill here for the Big squad. It is immediately traded by Flamey, but this is the first time in a little while that Big have been able to remove a man from this Navi squad and actually really start to apply any pressure to the CT side. There's been no reason for Navi to have to rotate players around or weaken these bomb sites, but suddenly in this round here and now, that is a factor. That is a huge thing in this one. And so 2 players over towards this B bomb site, in Flamey and Perfecto. They're getting tested by Zantares over in the tunnel, but he's nothing more than a red herring. The rest of Big are setting up what looks like this catwalk to A play.
Yeah, long flank as well with the bombs, so 2 coming there. But they are walking into Simple. That being said, less stacked side of the 2, but Simple, he counts for more than 1 man on his own, and he's going to be joined by another man as well. Flamey is coming through CT. Simple spotting and hitting the shot straight away. Right back for another one potentially. Zantares has killed Flamey though on that rotation, and if this long player can get out of dodge, they could leave. They could go B. They could go anywhere but into Simple, but Tabson stands still and Simple takes him away, knowing this last player is coming from catwalk. It may be a dodge from Zantares, but he's got to speed up. 30 seconds, and he has to get this kill.
Jumping up and over, Simple, still hasn't shot. Wow, Zantares does everything in his power to bait that shot out from Simple. He jumps above the crosshair, tries to bait the flick, jiggle peeks the angle. And sometimes, you know, that's how it feels when you're up against this man, you can imagine. You might do everything right. You might play the round to perfection, but you just don't have that Simple X factor.
That reminds me of the clip from like a pug where it's Tarek versus Stewie in middle, and Stewie's like jumping, Tarek's like fake jumping around the corner in like mid dust too, and Stewie just won't shoot until Tarek actually peeks. Like one of those. Just the patience on Simple. Simple's 18-2 right now. We are 9 rounds deep into this game. That's
That's
savage.
pretty wild, ain't it?
Yeah, he's got more kills than his team combined almost.
We're gonna get set in for what is a big appearance here towards long A. All 5 members actually there posted up. Simple on the AWP in the site. Searson down range with the scout. Looking back. Some enemy at the gates action going on here. Look at this smoke. Look how Simple is gonna try to use this to his advantage.
Ooh.
Hits the shot, hits another one. You know what? Just keep giving it to him. At this point, Simple just puts this together a frag montage. Somebody ring up Super Stidham.
Number 4 of how Simple plays CSGO. Add it to the tally. Oh dear, Keto, you hate to see it. Shot in the face, Boomich saved by his teammate Flamey, and it's down to just one single man, Tizian. He hears them coming up the ramp, and he can't stop them. Boomich, fast and furious. Navi onto an 8th round. Simple, even keeping up a headshot percentage with the AWP. Both those long kills were headshots. 20-2. No words. Wow.
Maths.
Numbers.
It's a powerful tool when wielded correctly.
But it's man-made, so is it real?
Is anything real, Trace? Chances are we're all just a simulation.
Well, I didn't say all that. That kind of sounds a little crazy. But
Yeah.
is math real? Is science? We don't know these things.
You don't know these things. Sure.
You don't know these things either.
Sure.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I don't know much, Trace.
I definitely don't know as much.
All I know is Simple's taking this shot, bait peak or not. Look at them go.
280 yard on round 11. Wow. Finds himself standing in a Molotov at the car. He's going to quickly get that extinguished from his teammate's sight. And he's going to try to get the hell out of Dodge, too. This is real awkward for him.
How does he get out of this?
With
Because
4 kills.
surely, like, your average player is dead 30 seconds ago. So Simple is overstayed his welcome. He tries to run, and yeah, I mean, that's you know, like, what else can you do? But that's a little optimistic from Simple there. This bomb site now belongs to Big, and they've sent Electronic and Perfecto packing. It's a 3rd round for Big. They finally beat Simple. They've become obsessed with getting past this AWP over at the A bomb site. They've finally done it. So is that the box ticked? Or are they going to go back to it in the following round?
Unlucko for Mr. Simple. Big put a 3rd one up. Is this the beginning of a comeback?
Sick round for Keto, though. 3 kills coming up long. Takes down a Simple. Here are those frags from the man himself. Ooh, I like the transition. The smoke fade through it. And even kills Flamey and CT Spawn, leaving the gap with those long smokes. Don't know if that was even purpose, but it is dealt with by Big. 3rd round taken. Good stuff. Getting back on the board after a bit of a streak from Simple and the likes. Double up now. Flamey going to be joining the man himself. Searson looking for that mid-cross. Ooh. Flamey is going to be careful. Fast long play for Zatara as he's white, though, and Electronic is there to receive. 3 players from Navi on this long side, and they will take control. Big are going to bail.
Yep, they're getting out of dodge. It's going to be towards middle that they go. Bomb's going to be catching up. It is in tow, but they are out middle. Just Flamey over there on the B site. 5 alive still. He's got an AWP in upper tunnels, already wreaking havoc. Searson on the receiving end, then taps in on the delivering end. Flamey falls. And with this boost in spawn, Perfecto has been dinked into oblivion. B site has fallen. To that, a big clan. They're going to get the bomb planted.
Oh, this fast tunnel's fine. Keto is watching for it, but it could get spicy. The AWP of Boomich can use his weapon. I mean, most players on Navi are pretty versatile with it. And Boomich certainly one of them. No utility. He's used all of his grenades. Electronic. That's a tabs molly. That's patented by Big, and it will be used against them. But Tizian pushes out through the window and gets a kill. It's traded swiftly. Throw the smoke. Tabs with another. And now it is just him at the back of the car, waiting to receive. Boomich is close, and Tabson's got the shot. 4 kills against the AWPs. Navi will not retake despite the advantage.
Nothing there for you, Navi. Go ahead and pack it up and get on out. Big Clan put another one on the board. Good stuff there. And poor Boomich, he tried to hold on for the shoulder peaks, but it just was not given to him. Was not his day. That's that. 4 on the board. Where do they go from here? Still an AWP in Simple's hands. And alongside of him, there's going to be some rifle, or at least 2 rifles, 2 SMGs. It's not ideal, not optimal.
Boomich, who has that UMP, he's actually taking it over here towards long doors. And I think we could see some aggression out of him now, because Big, they've kind of been shying away from this long area. And we've seen Boomich's flanks here get away with a bit. He's playing very, very close. Now, admittedly, he's got that UMP and he's going to hear this flashbang go on in. So now I imagine any aggression maybe they had planned has been stemmed. You can already see Boomich taking a bit more of a defensive position as that smoke now starts to fade. He's going to take up an angle down here in the pit. This is perfect for Big, though. If they can deal with this one pit player, maybe even get Searson set up down in the pit, that's going to give them a really nice angle over towards long and a lot of room to work with.
He's kind of trapped now, no need to flash. It does come through, it's good. Tizian's dead. Electronic peering on the edge of the smoke. He's going to go out with another at his team play, but it won't work out. Big hit all the shots required. Simple catches Antares, catches a whiff. He's got a sense, and he's going to be sneaking in behind. Quick shot from Simple, saves this A site temporarily. Do Big want to commit into this AWP that's now become a Krieg? Simple swapping out and taking deep map control on this A site. He can be flashed out of position when needed. That's a great flash, but he won't play with it, just waiting for that bomb. Molly's delaying it, though. Second one landing on the site. There's a response from Tabson that cuts off the corner, but that leaves Simple in prime position. Another kill. Going back in for more in this 12 seconds. They need to plant. Perfecto will deny it. And Searson, it's all about saving the AWP.
It is that. Good stuff. Good hold there. Simple, once again, putting himself everywhere. All the advantageous situations. Getting all the frags. 22-4 he sits. We sit pretty close to the end of this half. Just joining us, this is the second map of the series. Nuke went the way of Big. It was their map pick. This is Navi's map pick. And this is the ESL Pro League, Season 11.
Where it all goes down, Trace.
Yeah.
Dangerous game from Tizian, playing with fire, playing in smoke as he gets flashed out through long. Going to try and cross as well, get himself inside of the pit. Ooh, even spams Boomich to 50. Nice piece of real estate here for Big. But Navi are not worried. They just sit back on catwalk with a double setup, the AWP here as well. And Boomich keeping an eye on long if needed. Corner grenade for Electronic, trying to force a player out into the crosshair if Simple. It won't be the case. Big have 5 players on long, 2 smokes. It's a standard execute here, but they have just been smoked off by Navi, and you definitely don't want to go through that if you're Big. You have time, may as well wait it out. There is a gap, so why not, I guess, as the utility is lined up here for this T side. Here come the cavalry.
Yeah, smoke down for the cross. Ooh. 2 of them, in fact. Gap in the middle.
Yikes.
Smoke goes down and gives them a bit more of a room to work with. Electronic gets thrown up in this impromptu boost to try and do damage on these players in the site, and Keto not ready for it. The bottom of the boost gets taken out beneath Electronic, where his teammates have fallen. No, it's actually Perfecto to go ahead and help him out with one of those. Regardless, Flamey holding the angle at CT, and it's Searson again. I'm getting flashbacks to the last round. He's just got to back away and try and hold on to the AWP in the final 13 seconds. it's a pretty unique problem that Big are having. They're able to get to the A bomb site now, which, you know, is better than where they were at just a few rounds ago. But in these last few, they just haven't been able to get that bomb planted. Navi have been doing a tremendous job of running the clock down and then just grouping all their players up over towards Catwalk and holding down this A bomb site.
It's a far better half than that of Nuke, either or. They managed to get 7 CT defensive rounds, which sounds good. Isn't quite on Nuke. And 0 on the second half, the T half, completely shut out by Big. Well, this is not the same map. This is not the same story. And Navi certainly seemed far more in control of Dust 2. Simple now starting to take matters into his own hand. First time he's done this, he's played Cat plenty of times. Never this aggro. CS is holding, and Simple gets flashed off. He's not going to get a chance to strike and has to give it up.
Gesundheit. Last round of the half. Would behoove Big to pick this one up, if Navi will let them, of course. Finding himself with the blue. Ben's going to line up one, almost has a second there. It's Keto with the Deagle that stops that dream, shuts down those aspirations. 4-on-4. Still very possible for Big. Tons of time to play with here.
I mean, you're going on about shutting down aspirations. Let's talk apparitions. Simple is like a ghost right now. He's going to reappear sometime soon. And Big are very, very worried about it. Back to this crossing once again. They're going to try and get over. Electronic, this time not able to offer up any heroics for the Navi side. But this is where Simple might have his time to shine. That Molotov, oh no. Is this just giving Simple a nice little one-way molly to shoot through? Not going to get offered anything yet. That box. Now we're going to have the flash go on over. Flamey leading the charge, gets spotted, and will get dealt with. Navi gonna remove him inside of the site. Tabson with that AWP. Been a while since he's had this in hand, and he might have to go toe-to-toe with Simple if this pans out the way you'd imagine. Antares is here at long. They've got to get on that bomb on the Navi side. Simple's been deleted. Electronic offers himself up as well. So Big with Tabson on the AWP. 3K from him. Salvage a 5-round half. Navi still leading the way though, leading the charge, and it's Simple bringing up the front. This is an incredible series from him, and it's only set to get better. Join us for the second half of Dust 2 after a quick break.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge. Ain't come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place. Ain't come alive. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back.
Are you ready to sink your teeth into a lemon pepper, sweet and spicy Korean cute-tastic mango habanero
Masterclass in all things wings.
Yes, I am.
Are you though?
Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings?
I'm so sorry.
Nobody wants to pay for things that they don't use.
It's time to say bye to the bundle.
Now, you can break the bundle when you mix and match on Fios, the 100% fiber optic network.
We need fast internet because we're always streaming something.
Choose the internet speed that works for you. And if you want TV, choose your package.
I want my channels and nothing else.
Switch now with internet plans starting at just $39.99 per month. No extra fees, no annual contracts. Plus, get up to $200 in Visa prepaid cards.
Only paying for the services that I want? That's the future.
Only on Verizon.
is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, all sizes, welcome back to the ESL Pro League Season 11. I have been told that there are over 225,000 viewers on this matchup worldwide, and certainly if you're listening to this, you are considered one of them. So I want to say personally, from me to you, from my heart to yours, thank you very much for joining us during this season of Pro League. And moreover, this Big versus Navi match. We're going to be jumping back into the action here on Dust 2 soon. What was it, 10-5 half? It was certainly simple, running around doing simple things. And well, for us, well, we just get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. My name is Trace. I do have Harry. I do have Hugo. And we're ready to kick this one back off where we left off in round number 16. Navi up 10, Big up, down 5, I guess. And Harry with the GG.bet odds.
Yeah, they're putting this one in favor of Navi, but they've definitely... those odds have definitely shrunk on down, and I think that's indicative of Navi's performance thus far. Pistol round underway, and Navi starting things off by spreading out across the map and trying to establish this default. They've got players over in the tunnels and top mid. The more interesting talking point here is Big. 4 players grouped up in middle. 1 at the B-bomb site. There's no one even on A.
I kind of like this because you can afford to play retake on A regardless. You know, if you'll constantly see double or triple long setups that will like give up room to a cat play and come back in from long, this is going to be hard to retake from CT, don't get me wrong, but USP is better than Glocks most of the time. So, yeah, I kind of think this is an interesting one. If Navi go from mid to B, they're going to walk into an absolute slaughter. And, well, oh well, look at this crunch in middle. Boomich just spotted it. He's seen 4 or 5 players now. It's just an absolute brawl. It's a deathmatch server up on the catwalk, and Navi just should run away from it, get quickly towards this A site, but they're just going to hang around and take all the kills.
Yeah, they're going for the fight. Electronic tucking into the cubby. He does get flashed, does get eliminated. Tizian's there with the response, but, well, 1-on-3, kit in hand. Let's see what he can conjure up here. Sitting right here on the corner. Ooh. Perfecto falls. The first one to fall here for Navi. Bomb planted. Simple and Boomich look to hold on, grasp this site.
Simple's
look to
defend
this
jump shot.
Planted bomb. You would think he would jump shot, but it looks as though he's read into that a little too much. Tizian stealthily making his way into the site. He's going to peek down towards long. Now he's been spotted. He's given himself up with 2 different angles right there, and it's Simple with the PD-50. It takes him out of the round and takes this pistol away from Big.
Yeah, I think Big jumped the gun just a little bit too much on that cat flank, right? I mean, easy to say with hindsight, obviously. It's just unfortunate that Boomich goes back to check middle, but if Boomich doesn't check mid there, Big probably silent flank Navi as they set up for a cat take. I like the fact that Navi hang around to take the kills. It's dangerous, but hey, when you're 10-5 up, you're feeling confident. You've got those Glocks at a close range. Why not just take some engagements? Simple slaughtering with the PT-50, nothing strange there. And 25 kills deep, Navi 11 rounds to their name. It's a force buy for Big, trying to keep himself in this. Keto has no idea that a man has gotten out behind enemy lines. He's out through long. That nade chips away just a little bit, makes a scout somewhat more useful. Loads of utility for Big. This isn't Inferno, though. You can't delay play with the smokes on this map. So what is the game plan with all of these grenades, if they have one?
Yeah, I'm curious if Searson's scout over here at the back of the site is going to find much success. I think, well, we get our answer pretty quickly, courtesy of Simple. That scout accomplishes nothing, and Big now clearing out the upper tunnels. They're going to realize that everyone from Navi has to be here. Zintares is trying to play it fast and loose around this smoke. Flamey on the other side. There's no smoke without fire. There's no smokes without Flamey, and he waits patiently as ever. They're going to start to dissipate, and now these smokes getting dropped by Big inside of the bomb site. Keto tries to go out to get that scout, not anticipating players to already be up and within range at the car. Electronic actually just goes through that smoke, and that's a little optimistic. He'll fall in amongst all this chaos. Should get mopped up now as Tizian is the last man remaining. He's making noise, he's making his presence known. And Navi now solidify that 12th round as they deal with it.
27-5, just ridiculous to take in at this point.
What was his score at the end of Nuke? Do you remember? It was 27-13. So he's pales in comparison.
Really outdid yourself this time, Simple.
Dear, oh dear.
So we're going to see the Xbox smoke from Navi. Two players going to try to put a little fight up here at long, not fully committing. They do have the weapons to get out in front of Big. So far at long, it's just going to be Keto posted up just outside of the pit. Boomich rounds the corner. First bullet fired by Keto. Boomich just Mac-10 gunning him down.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. Not just a Mac-10, but Simple spraying in middle as well. And this should just be a flawless round for Navi. No reason why anyone should be going down here. Maybe the Deagle could catch a player off guard, a couple of body spams, and yeah, Perfecto gets flustered under the pressure. Xantares takes him down. It's going to be Simple coming in from lower to clear up that round. But that's not the man who got the kill, and he's realized that. Xantares, where did you go, buddy? Important that Electronic picks up the bomb there.
This would be Simple's 30th kill, and he wants that.
Yeah, he's waiting.
He's going to get it, too. Watch it. See? Told you guys.
30-5.
147, 162 ADR.
This has got to be a Pro League record for you know, KD or something. Just something.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never seen anything like it.
You always want Simple to be breaking some sort of like record or getting some sort of medal for these performances, don't you? 30-5. That's a 6 KD, 162 ADR. And really, the reason why Navi are 13-5 up right now, the amount of rounds where it's come down to just Simple or just Simple and one other guy, and he's still been here standing tall. It's terrifying how much this one man can do.
Well, can't Big do anything to stop him. That's unfortunate. Searson hits a leg. Does get away with his life, but that grenade is fantastic. Down to 10 points of health. Has to bail. Tabson with first blood. They are up on top of the A site. That grenade could chip away, but nothing significant as Electronic waits for the refrag. Or waits for the repeat, rather. Smoke down at his feet. Big have sent heavy rotations towards this A site. Navi are all here, but they're taking their sweet time. That bomb is still checking out middle. Flamey's looking for the flank, but he has bomb. If he dies here, that could be the round falling apart. But he gets the kill and opens up the B site.
Yeah, Searson's going to try and do something, and that there is a big kill for a man on just 18 points of health. Xantares besting Simple over on the catwalk. Flamey and Electronic, they're going to try and get into B. More damage from Searson. He has done about 300 points of damage in this round. In spite of being down low, actually going to finish off Electronic the second time around, and now it is just Flamey left standing. There's players all around him, and just too many angles to bear in mind. Big, a 6th round. Still a while to go till they get this one back at level pegging, but a start is exactly what you need if you ever want to reach the end point.
Wow, that's deep.
That's some deep stuff, right?
Are you going to get that tattooed?
Maybe. I've
go
thought
on your
about
gap
it.
here, go to Thailand, get that on your leg, wake up, realize what you've done.
Make a movie about it. Call it The Hangover.
They actually based that loosely on your life trace, didn't they?
That's not entirely true.
Oh no, sorry, it wasn't loosely, it was exactly.
Yeah, you're right. There you
go.
I still can't believe they got
Mike
Zach
Tyson.
I never know how to say his surname. Yeah, I can't believe they got him to play your role. Honestly, man.
I figured you looked a lot more like him, to be completely
I
honest.
look like
I guess,
him.
yeah.
He's an inspiration.
His name's Alan in the movie, I think.
Yeah, he's got a couple of ferns lying around somewhere.
Nice.
Well, never mind being between two ferns. Navi are between two sites right now. As they've got this catwalk control. They've taken middle. But that's not where maybe they look to end up, because Simple's still waiting here in the B halls with that bomb on his back. Perfecto's alongside him. The rest of Navi are trying to sell this this little fakeroo.
This is cool. Navi is showing catwalk presence, and while they're doing that, they threw one smoke into B. That's very common for a lurker to do. Throw a B smoke, fake it out, and then go back towards Cat on the A take. What that one smoke has done is it's forced all the utility out of Tizian. So when Navi do eventually commit to a B play, it's all down to the gunfight. Tizian's got to hit headshots, or this site's going to fall, and the round will be done.
Ooh, Tizian now trying to hold this B-bomb site, and he does deal with Boomich. First man in, second man falls as well. Simple.
Run.
Not so much a man as he is a machine, decides that this is not a risk worth taking. Looks to rejoin with Flamey down here in lower tunnels, and now the world, not quite their oyster yet, but it's certainly something to work with. 15 seconds as they head towards this A-bomb site. You got to get past Searson, and the first shot lands. Simple. This is such a tall order. 10 seconds. He's got to get a kill and get this bomb down, and there's just no time anymore for that. First kill in, but this should be it for Simple. He's just padding stats at this point in time. Surely doesn't get away with the AWP.
Yep, they're not going to try it. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now that would have been interesting, but all right.
I know you can wallbang the top of those walls, but Xantares is actually directly on Simple.
Let's do this. Let's bring Rushley in for that. Rushley, can you show us the angle? Can you show us what we just witnessed in terms of the wallbang?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that is not possible at all.
Like,
I don't
just
think it did
fly
any
it through
damage.
the wall. Let's just see what the, the
Fly
path
through
is
it.
there.
All right, this one's on you. There you go. How's that?
Close
That's
enough.
pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, too low. You can wallbang the top of that, though, with a rifle, or with an AWP, rather. But yeah, Krieg through that thick of a wall. I mean, how thick is wall?
As thick as you want it to be, Hugo.
Damn. 2
Thick,
Cs.
maybe 3 or 4 Cs, really.
Damn.
Hey, Rushley, you want to commentate this round?
Oh, I don't know about that. Pressing these little buttons and talking all at the same time, it can get a little tough, but we do have Simple here with the AWP. He's going to be looking towards mid, deciding to go back and forth now. Little camera here to display all the little T's gathering up here in mid.
It's like a nature documentary.
Getting closer to mid here. Looks like they will go through, though. One smoke. Don't know where that's going. That's just a dribble by the looks of it, but they're popping out through mid. Simple. He's got the AWP. If Tizian here decides to jump up, Simple's going to have him. Flamey sewing a little fake onto the A side. All right, you guys take over.
Keep going.
Chat's loving it.
Boomich now. Creeping and crawling. Xantar is almost peeking in the door, though. Easy kill, but if he does reaggress, Simple still here. Perfecto lingering in this smoke, deciding to pop through, but look at the angle Tizian has. Now, this is an angle if I've ever seen one. Let's see this about X-Ray, because Perfecto will have the slight advantage here. Just wait for that smoke to fade. Ooh. You can't see anything, look. Can't see anything. Does get out of dodge. Might come back in, but Xantares is ready. And I have to press the other button really quick. All while talking here. 9 seconds though. Bomb's got to go down. Tabson, he's thinking about it. Does get another. Oh, Simple of a godlike kill through the door there, but last alive. And he gets another one. It's a 1v2 now. Keto on the flank too. Is Simple going to expect this late in this round? Doesn't look like it. Takes a little luck. But Keto, he knows it's Simple. He doesn't want to give anything away here. The timing, can it favor Simple? Gets one, 1v1. And Tizian takes him down and the defuse comes in. Back to you guys in the studio.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the David Attenborough of Counter-Strike right there. You heard him. You might know him as Rushley12345 So don't forget it. Write it down. Follow it on Twitter. Thank you so much to the man himself.
Yeah, you got to give it to him, right? Like, great commentary while hitting all the buttons, showing us all the frags, not missing a beat.
It's scary, man. I'm sweating because it's like he can cast and observe. What can I do? I can barely do one of 2 of them. And
certainly not the same
even then,
time.
I'm being generous about my observing with that comment.
Damn.
Nice. Fast long take, Navi. They've put numbers at the problem, but the problem is numbers. Keto, 1 in his name, 1 in the game. He gets a frag on long. Able to fall all the way back towards the safety of the site. We've got Tabson tucked in, but they can molly this position. They have the grenades for it. He has a smoke, but still going to get stuck here. The smoke will give away the fact that the molly is trapped him, and yeah, Tabson wants out. Fair enough. 5 on 4. Don't want to commit with that angle. Simple above the smoke, trying to spray. He's on 34 kills, by the way. Wasn't able to close that round out, but did his due diligence. Big are slowly and yeah.
I'm happy that this is going on as long as it is, because I want Simple to try and break some records. He's on the path to. I'm telling you, he's feeling it. 34 in 7. Records what? 47 and then 44 by Crims on LAN.
44 by Crims on LAN.
47 by Config.
Yeah, 47 is OT. 46 was an OT or something like that.
44 is regulation.
Ah.
And that's Crims.
Yeah, and the more rounds that we have, the more chance for Rushley to commentate. So this could turn into a quad cast before you know it.
Oh dear, Perfecto jumping up and above. Searson's waiting for him on that Gandalf spot. Bit of a wizard with that weapon. Simple looking for the trade. That smoke is going to fade. He gets both on the lineup. Only kills one. Electronic will get the second. Searson, he knows where he is, but he can't quite find the angle. That was a close one. 20 seconds, though. And look at the minimap. Look at Big. They have lines of defense all over the site. Electronic trying to force the kill, but he knows that he can be re-peaked at any point. Plant is going to be crucial here, and they won't give it to him.
He taps, he waits for the peak, and it's that peak down into CT that leaves him in the firing line of Tizian for just a second too long. A 9th round for Big, as they're able to keep that one there under control. No money left over on the Navi side. A partial investment looming here, with enough money kept aside so that Simple can bring that AWP out in the coming rounds. Big, 4 behind Navi. And this gap is closing, slowly but surely, since getting onto the CT side. Big have been back in the swing of things. Navi going to try and go towards this B bomb site, see if that has any more love for them. That's Antares and Tizian both here, ready to hold the line. The nade goes in, finds good damage. They're running through this smoke. They're blind. It's chaotic here inside of the B bomb site. Antares, that nade's going to do a lot of damage. Electronic brought down low. Simple.
Oh no.
Ooh, and Electronic is still standing tall though. And there's a chance for them to get this bomb down at the very, very least. Simple's got 100 points of health. Bomb now planted, and this leaves Big on the clock. You can see that Searson is not only holding this window, he's going to be doubling this up. Maybe going to come in with a flashbang to pop these 2 players into the bomb site. They're waiting first, though, for this smoke to fade. And this is going to give Navi even more time to play with. They will take this every day of the week. That bomb is half-ticked. Simple almost gets caught on the timing. The M4, 8 bullets. He gets put down. Electronic now alone, but time is the problem. Oh, Citizen, quick flick back round, and the defuse comes in. It's going to be close, but Big, they're getting this 10th round. They're going to reach double digits. 10 to 13, now 3 behind Navi.
They are, and what was a very much one-sided first half, 10 to 5. We now look at 13 to 10. Big doubling their score. But all things considered, you're right, Harry. Good stuff here on Navi to get the bomb down. Now we're going to see them purchase up into this round. 36 and 9, Simple sits. Tell your friends.
Oh dear, Perfecto hasn't bought armor, and he's left spawn. That's awkward. He has an AK with no armor. That can happen when you win those eco rounds. I mean, they didn't even win the eco round. Yeah, that's a weird one. Just forgetting, I guess. And he has the money. You know, it might not matter. If he gets AWP'd, it doesn't matter. But if he gets, you know, aim punched in a battle, that's when it can really be a problem, especially versus those M4s. And there are 4 of them in play here for Big. It's these little details that can make all the difference when it comes down to the 1v1s, the head-to-head. And we'll see who will get ahead in this round. Slow default again. Big are giving Navi all the room in the world. Catwalk, yours. Mid, take it. Long, ours. And they have a double setup there as well. Searson's ready on the A site with the AWP. Navi setting up for a cat take. It's going to have to be an A retake, Searson. The only question here is how many kills can you get before this bomb gets planted? He is going to stall them for a few seconds with that Molotov. But Navi, they have their sights set on A. Even Perfecto leaving tunnels as well. And at this point, he knows he has no armor. He's realized that. So he's going to have to play around it. But here comes the push.
Yeah, the Molotov's out over the side. Searson ringing out from ramp with his AWP, looking for a second. He's got to watch out. He's really close to this Molotov. There you have it. There's a second. Simple's going to be there to respond.
Yeah, Tabson trying to get up on top of the car, but that just puts him into the firing line of Simple. And now 3-on-3, bomb is down and ticking for Navi. Big on the retake, and Electronic dealing with the man at long removes so much pressure. He's able to look towards the ramp, but not before Zentares finds him. Simple's now been shut down, and Perfecto is so far away. Zentares is on the bomb. Perfecto's got to land the jump shot, or else there's no way. Perfecto running. Whoa, not quite. And he does damage, but not the kill. The round is Biggs, and it's an 11th on the board. Now 2 away from Navi. Simple, 38-10, and there's still a chance that they don't pick this map up. That is mind-blowing.
If Simple drops 40 and they lose in regulation, I think I'm going to scream, Harry. Perfecto, you better buy armor this time, mate. You better get it. You dropped over a gun. That's good. Team player, buy the armor. Oh, dear. Back-to-back rounds. He survived last. He got away with his life. He even got a kill in the round and left with 100 HP, and this time he still doesn't have armor. Boomich doesn't have a life either. Taken down out of middle. Searson, a fast cat play. We've not seen that aggression from Big on the catwalk before, and it will catch him completely off guard. Electronic, talking of catching players, he has crept out middle as Antares knife out will get taken down. Electronic finding an equal trade here. He's still stuck in the corner, and Tabson cannot get the kill. Navi is setting up towards B, and Tizian has got to do it all.
Yeah, trying to hold the line. And he will deal with Perfecto. Molotov goes in. That's thrown through the window by Tabson on that rotation in through mid, and that's going to delay this push. Buys Big precious time. Tizian never left this corner, and that molly might force him out. He's still alive, finally dead to it. Simple burning him out. 39 kills, about to break 40, and it still might not be enough. Searson down in CT. Not going to hear any of these players making the adjustment into mid and maybe over towards catwalk. Electronics waited in this cubby for the entirety of this round. They don't realize that he was still in mid, and so that's allowed him to get this 2-on-2.
He really was turtled up there, hanging out. An interesting play, interesting maneuvers over there at B. I think it was Tizian that was Molotov'd off in the corner, and then obviously he can't move, and Navi's going to hold him out. And another kill for Simple. 40 frags, ladies and gentlemen. 40 frags, 10 deaths.com. Tabson trying to get it going here, trying to get this retake by himself. He's got nowhere else to go, no one to help him. And that's going to be a 14th on the board for Navi. 41 kills for Simple. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I just want to look. That config, the config game versus Renegades was the highest in regulation.
47?
Crims broke the LAN record.
What tournament was it with config?
That was DreamHack qualifier.
It was a DreamHack
online
qualifier up against Renegades. So that's why Crims broke the LAN record last season. Well, Simple might get a taste of Crims' medicine here. If you remember, Fnatic didn't go on to pick that series up. So Simple on 41, and there's still a chance that things can go well for Navi, at least in this map. You would damn hope so, with him dropping numbers like this. Big have taken a full eco, so if there ever was a time
to do it
for Navi to reach map point, it's now.
Or never, but they're probably not too keen on the alternative. This upper tunnels push is timed well, but they're not going to go down lower. Oh dear, they're all pushing the top of middle. Big's been spotted. Perfecto going to smoke himself off. Now he's getting flanked, and does he realize? That's a question. They are so close, and he's not ready for it. Xantares gets himself an AK. Molly up, Kappa, Boomich gets caught with a nade in hand, and Tabson has got another kill. 2 guns dropped. Simple tries to defend them, but a missed shot with the AWP will send him off to the A site, that of which is already taken. Electronic is in position, but Big are coming in for a retake. They may not be armed well, but 2 AKs on an eco, better than nothing.
Oh, Electronic, though, getting away with the damage. Tizian removing Simple, and that is a huge scalp to find. This bomb still isn't even down yet. Flamey's just waiting, and this has allowed Big to get into position. They only had pistols into this round. Electronic is doing everything in his power to stop this one from getting away from Navi, and if they deal with Tizian, then there's a very good chance. Zentares, last man left, first man down. Oh, he's spraying, and now he's hidden himself away. 25 seconds. Once again, this was a round that Big had nothing but vanilla pistols heading into, and this round has been anything but vanilla. Flamey, last man standing, looking towards long. He's gone up into the bomb site now. Zentares on the wrap-up, closing the distance. Oh, he's just looked away, and Flamey's brought low, but he gets the round. 15 map point for Navi. Big. They took the eco there. They saved for the investment in this round. They need 4 in a row. They need to show us exactly why they kept all this money to one side by turning it around here and now.
Once upon a time, 2016 MLG Columbus qualifiers. Simple dropping 39 on Liquid, which he would end up playing for.
Beating that now. 41. And we're not done. Do not, for a second, count Big out of this round. They just made a full eco, a one-on-one. Almost winning that one out. Flashing mid-sis and dodges it, and he gets a shot as Electronic climbs up the box. Simple won't be able to trade on that cross back thanks to the Xbox smoke. Couldn't see him. Couldn't catch the kill. And Big with a man advantage in a crucial round.
And Keto in the pit, just beside him, Searson, already mobile with that AWP. So good stuff out of him. Finds the kill in middle and immediately hauls over to long A.
Oh, he's playing anti-flash as well. Sisson's going to take first contact, and Keto, while they've got his attention, will be able to swing in.
I love that Simple's setting them up with the flashbang. Is there anything he doesn't do?
It's because he doesn't want to go in first and die to the orb. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, well,
last.
he's going to try and get Flamey in there. Flash is not enough to blind Searson,
nice
but they are ready for Keto. Searson's got to get out of danger now as long control goes the way of Navi. They've had to expel a lot of utility and a couple of players to get this foothold. Now the question becomes, what are they going to do with it?
Oh, he's gone from last to first. He's pushing in pole position, and he's got himself a leg. Pistol's out, 1 more point of damage, and the grenade goes in as well, but it's too short. The molly finds nothing either. Simple has to be careful. They have no smoke for the cross, and he's got to win this duel right here, right now. All his team have fallen around him. Big. They have got this one locked under their thumb, and Simple is going to have to run for the hills.
You might even say that Big put their thumb down and stopped this one where it was.
The old curb stomp.
Whoa. Ooh. Simple, though. 41 kills. I just can't look away from it, you know? God, I love Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's incredible. Best player in the world.
That shot right there. Good stuff from Searson. Immediately leaves, goes towards A, tries to help, does considerably. I think he got, what, 3 kills in that round?
Kaboom. Yeah, Big have not been keen on double AWPing, Harry. That was something we kind of expected in this series, especially from Tabson on Dust 2, but not been the case, just solo. Hey, it's working. Searson's doing a great job, and he's got to fight against Simple in this round. The one gun that Navi have to play with. It's pistols on the remaining. Boost up to fight for the catwalk. Searson has taken this fight before, so Simple making sure that is not the case. But, ooh, yeah, look at the angles. He's got to just play time. He's just rolling the dice at this point, but what else can you do when you're 41 kills deep?
Well, whatever you're doing seems to be working, so.
Trust in the system.
Keto pushed up here at long. He does have control of the long A tunnels. It's going to be Flamey waiting him out. 1 AWP on Simple. Everybody else rocking pistols going into this round.
Yeah, Flamey's going to leave, and if he starts running, Keto's going to hear this. He's already heard it. Keto can come in on the big flank. It might not matter because the AWP has been taken out. Searson wins the battle against Simple, and Xantares is watching onto middle with his teammate, locked and loaded, ready to go. Taps and spraying, and so much damage painting across these players. Keto's had great patience to not overpush this long flank, despite knowing that no one was watching it, and Big are going to find themselves 13. 2 away from OT. 1 more full buy for Navi, and then they're going to have a round that's going to rely on the bomb plant. They do have plenty of loss, but assuming they're spending all their cash in this round.
(15-13), Hugo. And pinning the outcome of this round, you know what it smells like.
Overtime is cooking, Trace. 100 degrees.
Oh, Keto.
Wow.
Getting down into the pit. Does damage onto Electronic. They know they've got a man trapped. And so Navi, they're trying to rescue Electronic. But in doing so, they fed Simple to the beast. And this has left him a man down. And it's no ordinary man. This is the man with 41 frags that's been removed. Perfecto alongside him, taken out of the equation. Navi at a dire moment now. In this map, could be about to give 14 over to Big and leaving themselves with no money heading into round number 30.
Tabson and Xantares have pushed through middle, pushing up the top mid, passing the barrels in Palm Tree, And this is going to be real awkward here in a second. Boomich has a slight indication that, hey, you know what? Someone might be behind us. In this situation, Big have already set up for this A play. They have him trapped and long right now. Smokes are going to come out towards the cross, and we're going to see if Navi can finish this map right here, right now.
They don't want to flank too fast. They want confirmation this is a commitment before these two players come in on the flank. And, well, now with these smokes down, Big have made the call. Big have made the decision. Searson's being boosted up on the catwalk as well, I'm pretty sure. Over the top, Xantares on the back, and it's him and Searson to shut down the round. Big deal with the contact long play with ease. 14 rounds, 1 away for OT. We talked about that bomb plant trace. We said it was a necessity for Navi. Look at the money without it.
Yeah, dismal, but they're going to go for it. They got to buy out here. Last round of regulation. So at the very least, we're going to see some rifles, maybe some utility, depending on what the team's electing to do. Flame is going to go for that Galil. All right, well, Simple has been slowed down a little bit. Still sitting at 41. But up catwalk, he's going to find his teammates. Barring that Molotov, they're going to continue to work their way. They're going to continue to pressure it. Meanwhile, both Tapson and Searson set up towards A. It's going to be Keto there to support. Out middle, though. Ooh. Here goes Navi. Looks like they want to try to B-split here. And upper tunnels is Perfecto. Oh, wow. And Boomich is elected to go towards CT spawn. Almost catching a flash grenade. Keto, too quick on the draw. Twice over even. Takes down Electronic, and this is going OT. I hate to say it to y'all.
Oh, no.
That was through the smoke as well.
Push coming in towards B, and it's got to work, or else it is overtime for Navi. Simple. He hasn't had a kill in 3 rounds, but he sits on 41. And if there ever was a time where we needed a miracle from him, more than a miracle, then he's already provided. There's 1 kill onto Xantares. Flamey deals with Keto, but he gets dropped moments late. A Simple, too many targets, too little time, and Tizian forces the overtime. Round number 30 goes the way of Big, and this game resets. We keep on going.
Boy, oh boy, this is the game that keeps on giving, Harry. Nuke was one thing. Navi looked lost on that CT, on that T side rather, but dear, oh dear, they have certainly given us something to talk about here.
Well, something to talk about certainly would be that this viewership number keeps on climbing. We're looking at 300,000 across the board watching this game, watching potentially Simple break a record right here. This is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that you're joining us. Let's see how this one all shapes up. Now that the money stabilized, given the OT rules, it's going to be Navi. Looks to get themselves back into it here. Look to find that elusive 1 round just to kick off OT.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Simple was on 30 kills when Navi were 13-5 up. He's kept on going, but let that sink in. It was 13-5 with a guy performing like this. Now it's 15-15 Simple. If he even slows down so much as a 5th, it feels like this team is dead in the water, at least in this matchup right now.
Yeah, and half as many kills, but feels like double the impact at times. Searson has come alive in this CT half. He has just been decking Navi and even winning this head-to-head battle between him and Simple. What more can one man do? We're about to find out. Simple stuck in middle. The Eagle spam does rain some damage down towards the face of Big.
Just 141 ADR across 30 rounds.
Ugh. Filth.
A spectacle. 3 members of Big set up here towards long A. Other 2 towards B. Man advantage for them. Here comes the mid split. Coming in late into the A B bomb site. It's going to be Perfecto. He's going to try to walk out. Doesn't matter. Electronics going to get that first contact from middle. And it's Xantares to fall. Tizian, the only one left in the site. He's going to have to get real comfy over there towards the car. He's going to get so comfortable, he's going to stick around. Simple out middle. Grabs his 43rd kill. Gonna look for some more through the box, just not gonna give it to him. That's all right. Navi will take the round. They're gonna find that 1 round that kept them from winning this map and taking us to the 3rd.
It's the B split as well. Finally, it works out for them. Big have been doing such a good job of shutting down that play. We've had Tizian really holding his own close towards the car in the past. Big even knew it was coming, but missed shots and Simple killing the rotates as well with a Deagle, not even opting to use his primary. This point, why question it? Double orb. We've been waiting for it. Tabson's going to be on it now, joining Searson. We got this mid boost up. Searson looks for the fight, but the flash is good, and it keeps him out of this one for now. Boomich spamming towards middle. Navi given the control up catwalk as well. Searson is hanging around in CT. Not content with a 5-on-5. He still wants this advantage that he's been so good at garnering. All game long, finding these opening kills, especially on this CT side. We see Searson 6-3 right now in opening duels in this map alone. He was 7-1 back on Nuke.
Navi going to try and move back into this catwalk play into the A-bomb site. Simple is wasting no time by the looks of things. I thought he was going to go through that smoke, but Boomich is the man to try and drop into CT. Tabson now, this double AWP that we were talking about, it's finally been broken out by the big side. Tabson still alive. Dodging all this utility, all these players. Ooh, the accidental jump on up, and that's going to get him caught by Electronic. Simple now the last man standing, but a 1v3. Doesn't feel undoable when it's for Simple. He's grabbed the Creed quickly. The Molotov's going to burn him down and forces him out from the site. Searson holding, and there's two players down in CT. Simple takes the first fight onto Zentares and Catwalk. Almost the lineup. Tizian saves the day. And Big, they're going to take a 16th round. Narrowly does it, though. Simple, almost the savior for Navi once again.
What more can he do?
46-16. Well, all right then.
Two teammates still on 14. I feel like Perfecto hasn't had a kill in like, honestly, 8 to 10 rounds. I haven't seen a frag from him.
Hugo, there's only so many people in the other team that you can frag. Okay?
Yeah, clearly.
Like, so many people in the server that can take it.
Simple stealing them all away, but not able to close out the round. It's the last round of this half, and that's a shot from Simple right into Searson through the door. He can't see him, but he can on the second time around. Does hit the shot with the flash from Electronic. He's dead. Electronic follows up, 9 HP. Xantar should have the drop on him, but he's going to shoot a little bit too late. Already escaped. Electronic runs back up the top of middle, not wanting to concede any more advantages. Simple tries to give his AWP away. Electronic doesn't want it. And they probably told him, no, just keep it, mate. 47 kills. I trust you. And Tabson, he gets one on long, but doubles back towards the safety of A. Electronic making sure that he doesn't get any further aggressive after that kill. And we may see Big collapse here on middle to try and force a couple more fights. Ooh, did he see? It looks like he didn't, but crossing towards B is information here for Big.
Also, Hugo, I just want to have a little look. Yeah, Perfecto's last kill came at the 13-11 scoreline, which, you know what, round 25. So 8 rounds ago, you're bang on with that one.
Wow. Even I'm surprised.
Simple. Might get offered something here. Zentares, not usually an offer, but he's donning that now. Him and Tizian, they've got their work cut out for them over at the B-bomb site, but they have dealt with the first man in. Now, Tizian's trapped here once again. He needs bailing out, and there's no bailout coming. Ooh, Zentares, flick onto Perfecto. Boomich, last man left standing, and if there ever was a time for heroics, it's now, but Tabson is the anti-hero, shuts him down, and Big, 17-16. They win out the first half of overtime. This would be gut-wrenching. I mean, we saw Simple, phenomenal performance back on Nuke. Wasn't enough to win it there. Here on Dust 2, we didn't think it was like humanly possible to do better. And he's done better, and it's still not enough.
Perfecto did get a kill in that round, Harry, entering B. Say his name and he shall appear, but is it too late? That's the question. Big have the lead going into the second half of our inaugural overtime. This timeout, of course, sponsored by the US Air Force.
A tactical timeout at that.
Yeah, all the strategy. Flying high are Big right now, so is Simple, but can he rocket himself to first place to take us to a third map? And that's the crazy part. Even if Navi win this game, we're going to Inferno. This ain't done. So Simple, he's got a lot more heavy lifting to do. The road to recovery starts now.
No, I could be wrong here, but I do believe that the record's broken by Simple in the next kill. right?
Well, no,
No, that
'cause
was
it's in
regulation. Yeah.
So there's not. I don't even think there really is one for overtime.
Yeah, because it
can just
depends
go
on how many
forever,
overtimes,
yeah.
right?
There
You
was a
get
chance.
games of 70 kills, you know, if it goes to 50 rounds. Yeah, Config held the highest online kill record in regulation, 47 in a DreamHack qualifier. Crims on LAN and regulation were 44 back at the Pro League finals in Odense.
You just missed history. You just missed it. It's in the past.
so.
Imagine that.
This is still incredible, though.
Simple is 69 and 27 on this series. The next highest is 32 and 42, and that's
Wow.
electronic. Yeah.
Over double.
Yeah. He's the only guy positive, and he's positive by plus 42.
Standard stuff
Yeah,
here.
the next nearest is -9, and that's Flamey.
And honestly, you know, not to predict anything, overtime is where anything can happen, but big, man up, round up. This could all be coming to a close for Simple all too soon. Can he do anything here? Not to put the pressure on him, but they need him because no one else is stepping up right now. Not to the same level, at least. Simple coming through that mid-smoke. He's got a Deagle again, using the secondary. He lets his teammate get killed, though. Simple don't know what happened. Maybe the flash obscured his vision because Tabson gets a kill onto Perfecto. The trade is there, but still Big maintain the man advantage as they take the A site.
Yeah, Simple's going Deag out as he closes the gap here. Lots of players on short. Deagle. It's going to be ideal for these little headshot finicky angles, but yeah, Tizian is ready, primed and waiting. Flamey does at least keep a 2-on-3 available to Navi here. Boomich now joining Flamey over at the site. This bomb is planted for short, and Zentara is getting dropped down in CT. Now leaves the pressure on Searson and Tizian. They don't know that Searson is here, though. They expect it. They expect this could be the case. He's showing a lot of restraint in not taking this peek. And there, Tizian wins that fight. Now, just Boomich. And he's got to get on this bomb now or not at all. And Tizian's going to put him in the grave. Match and series point for Big, in spite of Simple being 48 and 18 on his squad.
Bottom deaths in the server as well. How?
Let's not forget as well, this was 13-5 at one point in time in favor of Navi.
And Simple had how many kills at that point?
31.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
How the turntables.
They do, Trace. They really do. Big 18 rounds, 1 away from a victory, 1 away from a 2-0 over Navi. Katowice winners, best team in the goddamn world. And Big are about to absolutely take them out. Keto getting the man advantage, getting the first kill of the round. Boomich is dead on long, and it could all be coming to a close.
That's what it smells like. We predicted OT. Can we predict the end of the game? Certainly Big are trying to make that happen. The gap starts to close on the end and the now.
Oh, the timing, though. They push up a tunnels. Player flashes it and drops right back down. Tizian has completely missed this information being gained by Navi, and this allows them to have far more of a picture of where Big are on the map, but they are waiting. Tizian sitting patiently, holding the angle, and he's going to miss the shot. Perfecto, a crucial kill to keep them in a 4-on-4, a kill that keeps them in this best-of-3 series, but is it enough?
Well, for Big, the plan is now bail out of B and towards Catwalk and Long they go. Simple, hidden in this smoke. Keto, you're not playing with fire, you're playing with something far more deadly. Simple emerges, and now throwing in a flash to help his teammate out. Searson is so blind, and he will get one, but that is all. Simple putting up 2 to get him to 50 and 18. 17 rounds now for Navi. Double overtime on the cards, not out of the picture just yet.
Dear, oh dear, we could have even more frags, even more rounds. Oh, Trace, any thoughts about that? Simple, 54 frags against Cloud9 at Cologne 2017. It's the most he's ever had.
Well, what can you say? Simple, absolute madman. Searson, though, with the answer to him in that round.
And it's crazy how many head-to-heads Searson has won against Simple. I'll get the exact stat after the game, but it's been pretty close. If Searson not taking more of those duels in his favor, which is impressive considering the capacity of which Simple is carrying this goddamn game.
And then you look at Searson and what he's able to bring to the table right now for for the side of Big has actually been pretty impressive too. His impact has certainly been there in this matchup with that AWP, specifically here on Dust 2. But for the time being, he's going to catch a grenade off Catwalk. It's going to be his teammates right around him.
We all remember that game as well, where Zywoo dropped like 37 kills or something, and Vitality still lost. That was something that was talked about a hell of a lot. Well, this could be even worse if Navi don't manage to save this round. You know, Simple now, a man with 50 kills, is having to just sit back and watch from beyond the grave as his 4 remaining teammates try to keep the dream alive. Already one of them is gone. Flamey, in the window. He's delivered some hope to Navi. Zantares, 1 versus 2. The flash goes out, but he's dodged it. Flamey able to keep the dream burning. Double overtime, 18-18, and we run it back again.
Run it back, Trace. Give us another.
50-19, 16-23, 21-27. It's just a showing of force round. Even Electronic getting himself 29. You look over on the other side. We talk a lot about Navi. Let's give the credit over to Big as well. Let's do them the justice. Searson and Tizian at 27 frags apiece.
I'm sure Big are typing in chat right now asking if Navi can just vote kick the cheater off their team. It's honestly just not fair.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right.
50 kills. 50 kills. And how many more do they need? Can he get? As Big setup outside of long. Simple is here, though. The rotation is well timed. He doesn't know how close they are. He is the first point of contact on this A site execute here. Big, I imagine, will smoke off the cross. Simple could get boosted up. Double catwalk play for Navi, though. No one here. Someone would have to drop into lower if they want to set him up. But at this point, you do whatever Simple asks of you. Big, just painstakingly slow in this round. We got a double nade off at the catwalk. That gives some information in the way of Big as they set up for this A-take. Are they going to be ready for Simple waiting nearby?
Searson out in front with this AWP, puts himself in the pit. The rest of his teammates working up long, scaling up. Smoke's going to come out there just short of the cross. Searson's going to put one in the cross himself. Now it is set up so that they can move across there. No. Simple with the AWP real close in this smoke. I think he knows there's a little bit of funny business to be had here. He's a little bit aware of a boost somehow.
How's he reading this?
No idea. It's not an orthodox boost. It's not
F1, guys. F1.
They get into the bomb site. They've managed to get past Simple and his uncanny ability to sense danger. That bomb plant now found for Big, and it's a 5v5 retake. This is a weird shape up of a round. They deal with electronics, and Tares has been waiting over in mid, and this could be huge. First, second, and a third!
Yes, sir!
Zantares lighting up the server, not number 4, but Boomich is still sent packing. His fate is sealed, signed, and delivered by Zantares. 19th round for Big. They'll take the first in the second overtime here.
What a round from Zantares. The smoke shot as well. He even kills Simple mid-air. No chance for that AWP as Simple looks to get the jump shot trade. It ain't happening. First round OT for Big here. This is double overtime, of course. First to 22, as it says at the top of your screens. And the second map of what could still be a 3-map series with Inferno waiting in the wings.
Tizian tries to go fast long. That's ballsy considering Simple's there, but Big are feeling the confidence. They're feeling the flow. And Simple missed shot. Deagle out to try and follow in its stead. He knows a Molotov is likely coming, so he drops that smoke preemptively. Still caught by Tizian, not able to get out from the car. Simple removed once again. And it's in these moments where he's the first man to die, and he's just having to sit and hope that the rest of the gang can hold it together. You know he's sweating in these situations more than he is when he's playing the game.
Real sweaty stuff going on here on Dust 2. 4v5, Simple yet again out of the fight. You said from the grave. And this is about where the Undertaker would be, wouldn't he? He's done enough. Now let's see if Navi can follow it up right here. Big Clan, again, working up long. All 5 members are going to find themselves there, situated, ready to go. Smokes again, Searson from pit. And the site's going to be that of Boom, and she's going to drop a Molotov there on the ramp, a grenade as well to follow it.
Oh, the boost.
Yeah, this boost again and again by Big. Maybe they're going to get something out of it this time.
They've got the info, and that's important enough. They know Boomich is stuck at the back of the site, so they should be able to deal with him. Tizian actually getting the kill onto Electronic with the Molotov, and Keto gets the kill perfectly on Boomich on the site. That's a done deal. That's a finished round, and Big look to take 20 unless Perfecto can stop them all on his lonesome. Flash up, Molly on the site, may as well go for it. It's 16k money, and he's not going to get anything done. So Big, 20 rounds here in the A side post-plant. Again, Simple dead first, not the situation you want here for Navi.
Let's not forget, for those of you who are just tuning in, the number we're looking for is 22 here, as we're in a double overtime game between Big and Navi. Big are already 1-0 up in this series after winning their map pick of Nuke pretty dominantly, in spite of a fragging Simple earlier on. Here on Dust 2, Simple kicked it up a notch. I didn't even know he could kick it up any higher, and he's tried to bring the heat as much as he can. There's auto snipers firing down through mid, and yet somehow it's Simple to find the opener here. No damage done to the players crossing. Big. Man down.
Yeah, you could tell Navi are fed up with dealing with long A. They go ahead and play 4 players there at the beginning of the round. Traverse them right off and then go back to playing their normal spots. But that does show presence, does show their hand a little bit. It does look like there's going to still be a hit here for Big. They're going to full commit to this. Electronic had the lineup. Boomich is going to be there to try to clean it back up. So the trades are coming in still 2v4. So Zantares and Searson really do have their work cut out for him. Just Zantares.
Just trapped in the corner. He had nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and Zantares will find him, but it's still looking like a done round for him. Simple again with the Deagle. The amount of times he's opting to use that over the AWP is ridiculous, but he gets the results, and that's what matters. 19 rounds for Navi. It's not perfect, but 52 kills on Simple is above that. Still going to need those 3T rounds, though, as they switch over.
Bearing in mind that we are in double overtime, Simple still has the same amount of frags as the second and third place players on his team combined. That's Electronic with 30 and Flamey on 22.
Oh,
this round,
got his number.
Searson once again besting him in the head-to-head. Zantares mopping up Electronic and just getting out of danger as well.
Boomich didn't even realize. He still thinks he's lower. Look, no idea. Zantares is so fast. And again, not many people can, you know, beat Simple in the head-to-head so consistently, but Searson is just making it look easy. And I don't know how, considering Simple has 52 kills. But the proof is in the pudding, and Searson is tucking into that right now.
Re-smoke of middle there on the side of Big. It's going to buy them a little bit more time. 3 members alive for Navi still in this round.
Creepy Crawly out through middle. Navi with a contact mid to B. Not every day you see this. They've thrown the smoke, cuts off one of these 2 lines of sight. Searson's not going to be able to see them as he focuses towards the catwalk. They are walking in contact B. 3 CTs here on the defense tabs, and this is an unorthodox position to play in a mid-round, and he's going to get the bomb dropped at his feet. All the info, the cavalry can be cool. Perfecto trades and taps and sprays away. He gets himself a second. It's Flamey alone in a 1-on-4 to keep this one going, and the dink and the tap. Tabson is just sending him home. Great round from Tabson. Big map match series point here on Dust 2, despite the heroic efforts from Simple.
This is just despicable. You know, Navi, they definitely have the best player, but Big looking like the more complete team right now, which, my word, even that in and of itself is a ludicrous statement when you think about the sweeping victory that Navi just had at IEM Katowice.
Sweeping, absolutely that. Out there really cleaning up the competition in Poland.
Oh,
big nade. Somehow
Electronic didn't even move. He just kind of sat there for a minute like, well,
GG, I guess.
Well, if that doesn't sum it up, then I don't know what will.
It's one of those experiences where you question if you actually lived through it. And then
yeah. You could see that moment where he's just thinking about every decision he's ever made in his life and wondering if it's all led to me walking into lower tunnels and getting double naded. Was it worth it? Keto over here at long, going aggressive. Now Flamey is holding on to this. Navi is set up for this cat to A play with a long split. It's Keto's aggro position that could just shut down one of these prongs on the attack.
He's been so patient here, though. He's never been one to run the gun. He does, again, hear the footsteps of Flamey. Even in the past where he hears Flamey run away from holding long, he doesn't push. And I love the patience because Flamey hasn't left. He's made the noise, but he's doubling back on this long flank. We'll see him later in the round as the rest of Navi set up towards the catwalk for this A. Execute Searson. The first man there takes out Boomich. And oh dear, this is how it could all fall apart. The flank is in, though, and Keto has been killed. That opens up a chance here for Navi in the 4-on-4.
Certainly does. Electronics still somehow alive on 2 HP. And meanwhile, it's about to be all that they've got. Magic number being 22. This is it. This is what it hinges on. Electronic with AWP. Good for one. Should he land the shot? It's going to be Zontair as it pokes his head out and finds Electronics. The bomb's been planted here on a 2v2. How's this all fell apart, Harry?
Yeah, Simple and Perfecto, they've somehow done it. Bit of a duo inside of the site. Perfecto in with another, and Simple back towards short. Navi, 20 rounds to their name. A triple overtime now on the cards. Is this ever going to end? Navi, they just want to get to another OT and try and take us to a third map. That's the ludicrous thing, is all this fighting, all these kills from Simple, all this hard work doesn't even secure you a victory here in this series.
No,
all it does is guarantee getting to Inferno.
They could even go to Inferno and just get dumpstered. Who knows? It's a map that Big like to play, so it's always up in the air. It's always out in the open, but let's not look to the future. Let's stay with the present. That's exciting enough for me.
It's just a shame that all 9 other players in the server conspired to let Simple obtain new heights here with these numbers.
Let's just keep the game going, guys.
Hey, we got a good thing going here, man. Just a couple more rounds.
Perfecto, this is a kill for him, without a doubt. Great position, not the angle Big are going to be looking at when they come around the corner. And the Krieg, of course, is good as we expected. Free kill, does unscope though, and Tizian's in with the trade. Didn't expect a second man.
And Tizian hasn't seen anyone. He was about to fall back there, but after not getting traded, after nothing's come out from Navi, he's actually just stuck with this forward position, and this gets so much information for Big. Look at that mini-map. Zantares was over towards B. He's just left. He's started to rotate round now into the bottom of mid, setting up for an A-side rotation. Big, they've got the read, they've got the info. With this smoke going in, Tabson can hide here. This is something that Simple does a hell of a lot. Simple tries to get away with this, so he can't have it be his downfall. And nobody's checked for Tabson.
No way.
Oh, no. Tabson sprays them down and sends them packing. Electronic all alone. And a 1v2, their hopes and dreams, their chance of a third OT might have just been torn away by Tabson, hidden up in the boost. Electronic now, 20 seconds, typing in the numbers, naded down to 37. Both players wrapping up from CT. Does he have any idea? No, he does not. Big, they're gonna get it. It takes 2 overtimes. They stop a Simple that is on a tear, but they take this series 2-0 over Navi.
Absolute scenes here at the ESL Pro League Season 11. And we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started for the season. It's great stuff here. Great showing of force from Simple. We're gonna go ahead and go to a break. When we come back, maybe we'll be treated with the conversation with the man himself. Congratulations to Big Clan. They do pick up this series. We'll be right back after this break.